So well, let's start with your characters. Let's start with Callie. Tell me about your character. Who are you playing today?
I am playing Kori. She's very a very happy person, and she's very romantic, and she likes that kind of thing. But she also likes to commit murder because it makes her feel happy.
Okay, fair enough.
She's a monk.
A
That's
murderous
pretty
monk.
much. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Jessica, how about you? What's your character today?
I'm Jolly. I'm a Tabaxi Ranger, and I like to travel the world and steal gold if I can. I love to pickpocket. I don't think I'm even proficient in it. I just try it
It's just
anyway.
something you like to do. Doesn't mean you're good at it.
I'm learning. Uh,
You're learning.
my my mother was a dumbass, so I know Leonin because my mother brought a Leonin cub home, thinking that it was a Tabaxian orphan, and then
Okay.
it grew up and it wasn't so. And it didn't even speak Tabaxian, it spoke Leonin. So that's how I learned it.
Did that cause any problems growing up there when you realized it was not a tabaxi?
No. I
No.
don't think my mother ever found out.
Okay, fair enough.
And I love my brother anyway.
Oh god.
All right. Um. So yeah. So and for anyone who does not know, a tabaxi is essentially a cat person, right?
Oh good. That's what I thought it was.
But
But
none
I
of that
never really
Nico
know, but
Nico
I'm not
stuff.
gonna ask.
Say Nico Nico.
None of that.
No, no, no. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
It's a princess.
Oh,
that's
and
kind of
Corey,
right,
Corey, you're
but
an Earth Genasi.
yes,
What do you look like?
she has like jade looking skin
Mm-hmm.
with like the blue light cracks in it,
Mm-hmm.
and her eyes are it's like green, and there's her eyes are a kind of light blue, I'm thinking, and her hair is like a dark like aquamarine blue.
Okay.
Very pretty.
Yeah, so Genasi, again, for anyone who doesn't know, that we have a lot of exotic and kind of different races here today.
They're
So
fun.
Genasi is essentially they're humanoid, human-esque, but they are sort of like elemental touched in a way. So
I'm
you're
a
basically
rock
like a person
person.
made of rock. Yeah, you're a rock person. You're like the thing from Fantastic Four, but a little more glowy.
Yeah, exactly. Cracks and all. I
uh,
even look like him too with the little shorts.
yes, perfect. Jem, tell us who you're playing today.
Hi, my name is Jem, and I'm playing Piki, who is a bard, and she is also a Kenku, which is basically a raven person. They're basically cursed bird people, very small. She's like 4 foot high. Um, she does not have a filter and very bard-like, just kind of does whatever she thinks she needs to be doing in that very moment, doesn't really think about that kind of thing. Um, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. And RedMage, last but not least, tell us about your character today.
I am playing Rastix Reese, gnomish researcher and inventor extraordinaire. Very tanky type, and he is accompanied by his trusty steel defender, a mecha chocobo. He refers to his chocobro.
Chocobro, I love it. And as I think you said, being a gnome, he is small enough and he usually rides Chocobro around. Am I correct about that?
Absolutely. And what
All
else do you
right.
do with chocobos?
Fair enough. Fair enough. All
Oh
right.
my goodness.
So, being adventures of fourth level, I would say you guys have been probably partying, not partying, but adventuring as a party together for a little while. Maybe you are partying. I don't know. Um, so
You know me.
it's a
I
nice
feel
day
like
out
our
today.
parties.
Yeah, you're like, I'm I'm Piki and I like to party.
I like to party.
So you guys have been on the road for a bit. Where would you guys say you are today? Are you traveling the road? Are you maybe in a tavern, as many adventurers tend to be in? What are we thinking?
I mean, tavern sounds pretty close to right.
Stand.
So you guys probably are partying, perhaps.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Uh,
partying.
Okay.
I think
I'm gonna
Piki.
say
Oh, go ahead.
I've been stalking the dwarf on the chocobo because I am insatiably hungry for that bird. So I don't know. I guess I just met him along the way.
Are you talking about Chocobro? Because Chocobro is a metal bird.
It's a metal bird.
Chocobro is
I like
You want to eat that
mecha
metal bird?
chocobo.
So
Yeah,
stupid. I don't even know it's edible. I just know bird.
You're just like, I know it looks bird-like, and that's good enough for me.
I eat those things.
So you're all yeah, maybe you're kind of settling down from various adventures. You've been on the road. You found yourself in a random town in the Forgotten Realms, in a tavern today. Maybe you're enjoying a drink or something like that.
Who forgot them?
What's that?
Who forgot the realms?
All of us.
Everyone.
I don't know what happened to him.
I think Piki would be taking this opportunity to be her bardic self. So she would be singing and playing her viol, which is like an old-timey violin.
Okay, awesome.
Trying to earn some extra coin. And she's singing a song, and it's actually in the voice of a human man, just this beautiful human man's voice coming out of her mouth that she's singing this song.
Now, is this just when she's performing right now, or is her voice always manly?
So the cool thing about Kenkus is that they can only speak using their mimicry.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Trait.
Mm-hmm.
So they can only say words that they've heard other people say in the tone that the other person has said them. So I'm not gonna do it, but I imagine it's sort of like, kind of like, you guys know that Transformer movie, like Bumblebee speaking through a car radio kind of thing? I imagine it's
Yeah.
like that with her, with just a bunch of random people's voices coming out.
I also imagine like the lyrics to this song are completely nonsensical because you haven't been able to form like full sentences. You're just kind of like.
Oh no,
picking...
she steals songs from other people.
Oh,
So
she's just
she
doing
heard that
covers
from
constantly.
someone.
Just
Yeah, yeah. So she's pretty good, but the other person has to be
there's
good.
definitely some other tavern guests that they're just like throwing random pieces of silver and gold at you. They're loving it. It's great. You guys are having a good time when suddenly you hear the sound of clattering hooves, like running down outside. You hear a bunch of surprised yelps, some frantic bleating, like "Mah!" And out of nowhere, bursting through the tavern doors, you see what looks to be a sheep. Just a very panicked, frantic sheep busting through the doors of the tavern. And actually comes straight up to you, Piki. And the sheep happens to have a scroll in its mouth. And it seems like it's like trying to get your attention, like basically trying to shove it in your hands.
Oh, Piki stands up and goes, Did someone lose their sheep? There's a sheep here.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Faerun mail system's kind of loosened hiring practices.
Wow, that's a smart sheep. Piki reaches over and takes the
seal out of its the scroll out of its mouth.
Yeah.
All right, so you take the scroll and it has a wax seal on it saying what kind of what's on the scroll, and it appears to be a spell scroll. Do you read the seal?
Piki holds it up. It goes, Can anyone read?
Does
No.
anyone volunteer?
Can't read.
Rastix will sheepishly raise his hand.
Sheepishly.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Yeah.
And
So
we've been traveling together, right? You said.
yeah. You
So we kind of know each other.
You've
Yeah.
adventured together enough to gain 4 levels. However much that you've killed, various things, and gone on various adventures. So yeah, you read the wax seal, and it appears to be a scroll of speak with animals, but it also says in parentheses modified. And when
Who Okay.
Do you read that out loud or tell everyone what the scroll appears to be?
Yeah, I'll let them know that. Question is, do I want to take 11 minutes and rush request identify to confirm that? Or do I just want to trust it?
I don't know. I guess. What do you have? Identify.
Goes, Talk with the sheep.
I
Talk
do.
with the sheep.
I think you should do it.
Sheep speak.
So
Eh,
you.
let's go ahead and do
So
this
you've
then.
read
I'll-
you've read
I'll
the
read the
scroll,
scroll.
and as soon as you read the scroll, without any other,
If I turn into a sheep, I'm going to be very vengeful.
you don't
Sheep.
turn into a sheep,
Sheep.
but actually, as
Sheep.
soon as you read the scroll, suddenly the sheep's baaing suddenly turns into common, with sort of an elven accent, and it just goes, "Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you you finally read the scroll. I was in a pretty bad situation there." He introduced the sheep introduces itself. My name is Finithir Shinebright. I am a wizard, but I'm in dire need of your aid. I could see that you are clearly some adventurers by the looks of you. Again, looking at all of you, you're probably the strangest races that are in this tavern. Maybe there's a couple other elves, half-elves, humans, but not really any other, bird people or rock people or anything like that. So you all definitely stand out. So he starts to ask for your help, and he says, I need help taking back a powerful magical artifact. And he starts to try to tell you what he needs, but before he can even really finish speaking, you suddenly hear a loud howling that fills the air, accompanied by the sound of angry yells and the occasional scream that seems to be drawing closer and closer. The cause quickly becomes apparent as a huge half-orc also swaggers into the tavern, pushing his way through the crowd without a care for anybody standing in his way. In front of him appears to be some large wolves wearing iron collars. And behind him, there's another hulking figure in a dirty brown cloak traveling in his wake, with footfalls loud enough to be heard over the ruckus. The half-orc sets his small eyes on you and strides forward with one hand resting on the hilt of a greatsword. And he says, "That sheep is Master Noak's. He desires to have it back." How do you...
That's
The sheep
wait,
immediately...
that's like human trafficking?
Did you say human
Probably.
trafficking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like
Piki?
elven trafficking, I'm gathering.
Piki is petting the sheep, and she goes, "No, my sheep."
No, that is Master Noak's sheep, and he is going to be wanting it back.
Well,
You see,
he
the
can
sheep-
want all he wants.
The sheep holds a lot of great sentimental value for Master Noak, and he sent me to bring it back.
That's a shame. I guess you're just gonna have to disappoint your employer.
I mean, it's an elf now, right? So
Oh, it
Oh,
did
no,
not.
It's still
it-
a sheep. It's
yeah,
still talking.
exactly. You can
Oh, it's just
understand it
talking
now,
in
but
Elven.
it's still in sheep form.
It's
And
very
talk with-
unsettling.
Talk
well,
with
what
animals,
does the
I
sheep
think.
wanna do?
What's that?
Well, what
Talk
does
with
the sheep
an-
wanna do?
What does the sheep want to
So
do?
the sheep definitely as soon as he saw this half orc come in the door, he ran around behind you guys and is like
He's
cowering behind
very
you, sort of
upset.
pushing you forward.
Yeah, no.
Very
The call of sentience. We can't just send the sheep off.
Yeah, because it can beg us not to.
Yeah.
The half orc, whose name is Guz, Guz, says, "All right, I can see that you're gonna give me some trouble here. Listen, we can do this the hard way, or you can just go on and hand the sheep over, and maybe we can get you some, some magical items, or if you just give me back
Yeah.
the sheep, we can be on our way."
I think this is gonna go the hard way, but why don't we go ahead and do this outside? It'd be a shame if any of the tavern's furniture got wrecked.
I can kill you in here or out there. Doesn't matter to me.
I prefer outside.
Yeah.
He's
Let's
enjoying
take
this
this
back and forth.
outside.
So he steps back through the door and gestures outside into the street. He says, "After you."
I don't think I'll be turning my back on you. After you.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative while we're all walking out into the street here.
Actually, that's not quite what I was going for. I was going to wait for him to go outside, then ask the barkeep that where's the back exit.
I think just as much as you weren't turning your back, he was not going to be turning his back. So I think you were at a standstill. Basically, he was like, "Are we going or are we not going?"
All right, that's
Piki is whispering to the sheep, "You need to run away. Run far away."
All right, let me roll here. So most of the characters rolled, or the enemies rolled pretty low here. So I'll say that you guys are out into the street now, essentially sort of in a like Wild West style duel formation. Like you're standing kind of down the street across from each other. And we're going to have Jolly. It is your turn first. So you have Goose the half orc, and in front of him are 3 wolves and a cloaked, hooded figure behind them.
Where's
And
the sheep
Okay.
go? Did it come out with us? I'm just
the sheep kind of ran out to the street with you. He didn't leave because the whole point of him finding you was to seek out your help. So if he runs away, then he's kind of out of luck there in that regard too. So he's with you. He's kind of trying to keep a little bit of distance, but he's behind you all.
yeah. Probably doesn't have a second one of those scrolls, so he has to go with the people who
He's kind of
actually
like,
used it.
yeah,
for
he's kind of
real.
like, they're the only ones who can understand me, and
He's
I haven't
stuck
even
with
told
us
them what I
now.
need yet, so I'm gonna stick with them.
I've already committed to this.
I've committed to this
situation,
group of 4 people with no pants on. So
Yeah.
Fantasy
Uh,
says
Tell
it's
me
okay.
that
I don't wear
another
pants on
person
stream
used
either.
underwear. No.
All right, so yeah,
worth it.
Jolly, you're going first.
Okay. So I misunderstood what I was doing. I thought I had the ability to throw 2 daggers because of a dual weapon fighting thing, but I don't think I do. So in that case, how far away am I?
I want to say you guys are about 30 feet apart from each other.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me move forward 10 feet, get closer to the orc a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw a dagger at him.
Now, as far as I understand, you actually would be able to throw both daggers. You just would not get your modifier on the second attack. It would be a bonus action to use your second hand weapon, basically.
Okay,
I'd have to
okay.
look it up
Or-
to see if 2-weapon fighting applies to thrown weapons, but the issue is going to be drawing the daggers. You can only draw 1 weapon at a time unless you have something special.
Yeah, you're right. So
Uh,
you are down to 1 dagger then.
I have
to
thrown
throw.
weapon fighting as a fighting style.
Okay.
So
And what does that do again?
That might be the something special you need.
I can draw a weapon that has the thrown property as part of the attack.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
I also
Guess
get a
how
plus
quick
2
you
to
are.
damage with that.
Great.
Does a 9 hit?
Hey, who are you throwing it at?
The orc.
A 9 does not hit.
That's a shame.
It is
Okay.
a shame. I know.
Bonus action, I'll throw one at a wolf.
Bonus action to throw 1 at a wolf. Go ahead and roll again. Another attack.
12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. That's it.
All right. Next in the initiative is going to be Piki.
Okay, so I am going to use my cantrip Vicious Mockery, which
Uh-huh.
is you. I'm going to just read it out.
'Kay.
It says, you unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you see within range. If the target can hear you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll. It makes before the end of the next turn. So Piki looks at the orc and she goes, "Hey, idiot, what do you even think you're doing? You better stand down and just stand a little bit still so we can hit you with our daggers and stuff."
just stand right there. And what is your spell save DC?
It's Where can I find that?
Should be above your spells. Actually, I should probably be able to pull it up. Looks like it's 13.
It should be a 13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It says a
13.
wisdom saving of 13. is
Alrighty,
what it
so
says.
yeah.
he's
It's
gonna go ahead.
DC is 8 plus proficiency modifier plus the ability modifier.
Yes.
Mm.
He does not save. Believe it or not, Goose is not a wise fellow. So I'm sorry. He now has disadvantage on his attacks. Is that what it was?
Yeah, and he takes a 1d4 of damage.
Takes 1d4. Go ahead and roll the d4 for me.
D4 pyramid. 3.
All right. He says, shut up, okay?
No, you.
Yeah, he does not know how to respond to that.
She's like continuing to mock him like a child, like na 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 boo boo.
Okay, 1 second. He takes. You said 3 damage.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, he definitely takes a little bit of damage there, but it does not seem to phase him a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next in the
We'll get it
initiative
next
is Rastix.
All right, so I'm assuming I'm already mounted up on Chocobro. If not, that's just half my movement, so I don't really care.
Yeah, you're
I'm
mounted.
gonna roll up on the orc, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Green Flame Blade.
Ooh, okay.
So as part of that, I am going to make a longsword attack
Mhm.
against the orc. Go ahead and roll that. Oh boy, a whopping 13 to hit's probably gonna miss.
13 does miss.
All right, so the extra effects don't take place, so I'm just up in his face.
All right, so you're just like, you rode out to him and you're like, sup? But then like just
Oh,
didn't.
While he cries and blubbers.
He's like,
Yeah, I'm betting I need to roll a little higher than a 7 on the die to be able to hit.
just a little bit. All right, so next is gonna be him.
Actually, not quite. As a bonus action, I am directing Chocobro to make his attack.
Okay.
So that is going to be his force-empowered rend. I don't think this bonus is right, but that doesn't matter because he just rolled a nat 20.
Ooh, Chocobro with the crit.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
So
All
that
right.
is 12 force damage.
12 force damage. All right. Go ahead and describe that
Ooh.
crit for us. What does Chocobro do?
Yeah, I'm not really good at these kind of
Oh, okay,
descriptions.
fair enough. Okay, that's fine.
It's
But-
beautiful.
But he just kind of rears back with his beak and just goes extra hard in on that pack.
Well, he definitely goes like, "Quee!"
Big peck.
Uh-huh.
All
One
right.
Big peck.
Yeah. So Goose just takes a big old Chocobro headbutt, like right in the chest. And so next he's gonna go ahead and retaliate. Now does Chocobro have a separate,
You can
separate
attack it separately if that's
Yeah,
what
I
you're
get-
talking about.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I was asking.
But
But
is he attacking Chocobro?
he was going to plan to. Yes.
That's going to trigger my Sentinel.
You triggered my trap card. Okay. What is?
So that means as my reaction, I can go ahead and make a longsword attack against him.
Oh, that's right. You took the Sentinel feat. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, so I rolled another 13 to hit.
13 does not hit. Oh, yeah, that was the one you rolled last time.
Damn.
So he's gonna go ahead and use his whirling greatsword, but he's gonna use his reckless feat, which gives him advantage on melee weapon attacks during his turn. But in return,
Which will cancel out his disadvantage.
from the vicious mockery. But in return, all attack rolls against him have advantage until the start of his next turn. So he's just like, he hates that he's being mocked. He's just whipping out his greatsword and he's gonna take a big old swing at
He hates that
Chocobro.
he's being mocked, so he's attacking the one combatant that can't speak.
Well, it's the one combatant that's hit him pretty hard so far. So let's see. Does I'm assuming a 9 does not hit Chocobro.
No, it does not.
Oh, but he has advantage, so I can roll again. My bad.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Oh, I
you
don't.
rolled
You're right.
a
You're right.
9.
You're right. Because I had disadvantage before. So 9 does not hit. That's gonna be.
I even pointed it out to remind you. And
You did, and then I forgot. I'm caught up in the moment.
It happened.
So next in the initiative is going to be Kori.
So I want to close with him. And now I hope I don't do this wrong because I'm not super used to monk, but I want to make an attack with my short staff.
Okay.
Why can't I find it?
Oh, you probably didn't equip it.
Did you?
Yeah,
God damn
you
it.
need to go to the inventory tab and click the little checkbox next to the weapon, so
Yeah.
it'll show up on your actions.
Do you want your?
tab.
I can. I
Quarterstaff.
can.
I don't know what I called it. There
You-
we go.
Okay.
Fixed it.
You also have a dart. I don't know if you wanted that equipped. Oh,
I do
speaking
have
of which,
darts.
if anyone, I know the monk looks like you're not wearing any armor, but if anyone is or was wearing armor, make sure that's equipped as well, because that's going to affect your AC. Go ahead.
Got it.
Did you do your
Oh yeah.
quarterstaff?
So okay. So that would be
Take your time.
going.
And you said you're attacking the half orc as well, right?
Yahtzee!
Does Yahtzee mean crit?
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
these
I-
crits
I-
already.
I saw that 20 popping up on screen.
Nice. All right.
Beautiful.
So
Alright, shit.
yeah, you crit and
Okay,
Go ahead and
so
roll your
for
damage.
dice on critical hit.
yeah, you double
Is
your damage
that-
dice.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
So you drove 2.
So you'll do 2d6. Are you using it as a one hand or two hand?
I think, do I have to do it as one-handed for, like, if I wanted to do an unarmed attack? Or could I use my feet because I'm a monk?
Were you,
unarmed strike explicitly includes more than just punching. You can
Mhm.
kick or headbutt or whatever you want.
Okay, so I want to do two-handed then.
okay, so you're gonna roll 2d8, and then add 3.
Which one? Where's the butt? 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
10 damage
10
total.
Damage.
All right.
Yeah. And then I wanna use a key point to use my boxes. Okay. To use the flurry of blows
Okay, and what does that do?
with my leg. It's
Awesome.
Yeah,
like
let's
a-
make
it's a-
a unarmed strike as a bonus action.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's roll my hit. Ooh. Oh wait. 18.
That's a good roll. That's
18 hit-
18 plus the 5.
I
That
could
definitely
only
hits.
see the one on the 18 because the thing covered it up.
Oh,
It scared me. So 1d4. Plus 3. 7.
another 7 damage. Dang, Corey's just beating
Yeah.
this thing up.
Wow.
Good
Okay.
job.
Big old
That's
7.
it. I'm good.
All right. So I'm gonna say you basically took your staff and you did a nice little swing at him, and then basically did a little backflip and kicked him on the way up
Kick
too.
the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Jackie
I'm
Chan.
cheering. I'm so excited to see a monk fight.
Aw, that's so nice.
That's awesome. And chat says you were not visible on camera in any inappropriate ways, Kelly. So you're good.
Oh, thank God.
So lucky.
I did. I swear to God, I saw my underwear.
Saw
in
my
the
own
corner.
underwear.
I was so pissed.
I
Yeah, the stream is a
specifically put
little
on short
cropped
photos.
from the full camera.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thank
I
God.
might have
cropped
blocked
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah, Goose is looking fairly beat up right now. And that's the end of Corey's turn. So next we're gonna go. We got the big hooded figure behind the half orc. So you see this hooded figure kind of throw off its cloak that it's wearing, and it's actually a huge brown bear.
Aw.
And-
Okay.
Very-
Who
Is it
who
just
gives
the bear?
half-orcs the right to bear arms?
Yeah.
Haha.
And it wears clothes like
Uh,
people.
he doesn't
Aw.
follow the laws, so yeah, he was just hiding himself, walking through the streets with his cloak. But this is definitely a very like epic anime scene. He like throws off the cloak and it like floats down behind him.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, I'd like to think that the cloak just kind of floats down to the ground and lands on one of the wolves.
but you also hear it like land like really heavily,
See
as,
that in
as
the
if
background.
as if it were weighted.
Ooh.
The brown bear steps right up and is gonna run up to you, Piki, and
Oh,
gonna
no.
Mm,
he's gonna take a swing here, and let's see what he rolls.
Hold on, there's gonna be a big pause here.
Big pause, big pause. He's got big paws.
Big paws. Wow.
Big
Does a
paws.
17 hit?
Ow.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right. And you're gonna go ahead and take. I need a better dice rolling system here. 6 damage. But he's gonna.
Owie.
But he rears back with his other claw and swings again because
Blam.
he can do that.
Owie.
Hacks.
But this time it's only going to be a 9.
Okay.
It does not
So
hit.
6 plus. Oh, armor class 9. No,
Yeah,
no,
armor
it does
class
not
9.
hit.
No. Yeah,
Just
so
the first one.
you take the one hit and you kind of learn from that and you back up and he misses with the second claw attack. And then finally the 3 wolves actually are going to they're going to take all of them take a dash action and they're going to run around you guys to the back because they're trying to get to the sheep. But I'm going to
My
say that who ran up so far? Rastix rode up. Piki, did you?
Yep.
Piki, you moved up, or no, you didn't move.
No, I'm still in the same spot.
Okay, and the monk moved up. So I'm gonna say Piki, you and Jolly get 2 opportunity attacks, like each on one of the wolves.
Well.
Make a slap.
Let me see what I want to do.
I will. I rolled a dagger, but then I remembered I only have 2 daggers.
Well, you could use the second dagger, right?
I did with my bonus action.
She threw 2.
Oh,
So now you
That's
have
right.
none.
I'll whack one with a quarterstaff.
do it. Let's do
so
it.
Does 8 hit?
8 does not
I think
hit.
it does.
Okay, yeah, I'll just reach. I have a rapier on me, so I'll just reach around to one of them, kind of like as it's running by. I think. God. I rolled a 6.
Is that
Is
plus
that
anything?
true? Oh God, yeah. I failed and then I got a +5.
Oh, you. Yeah. So
Damn, I
you.
crit failed.
So those wolves are just too fast for you guys. They make so they've essentially all 3 of them have gotten behind you guys now. And then we're back to the top of initiative. So that's gonna be you, Jolly.
I feel obligated to with the wolves gone. Can I run up and grab my daggers
Sure.
as an action or bonus action maybe?
Yeah, I'll allow you to. I'll allow you to grab it as part of your movement.
Oh, awesome. Okay. But I reckon that would put me pretty close to what's his name? Dooz?
Goose, Guz.
Dooz?
Goose.
Yeah, I would
So
say
am
that
I right up
because
in
did you throw them both at him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I would say to pick them up, they're probably right by him. So I would say you're probably next to him now, picking them up.
I'll risk the opportunity attack and back up a little bit.
Okay. So he's gonna take a swing at you. Let's see.
Does he still have disadvantage?
How long does Vicious
How long-
Mockery last?
Uh,
Is it just till the start of his next turn, or?
It's just one turn. It's just one turn.
Okay.
Hold up. On the next attack roll, so it's only one. So Chocobro is going to use his deflect attack as a reaction, and he imposes disadvantage on this attack roll.
On the opportunity attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he misses.
Awesome.
Because let me see what your AC is. 13. Yeah,
16.
he missed.
Okay.
So you
Alright,
still,
I
so you've
throw a
used
dagger.
your movement. You still have your action and bonus action.
That does not hit. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Yay. Okay. For 7 damage.
7 damage.
Okay. Quick bit here.
Mhm.
I'm assuming Jolly has mage armor on. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So that AC could actually be 16.
Yeah, I cast mage armor it's like a mantra.
Like
I
every
say
8
to
hours.
myself.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I say it in my sleep.
you just say it in your sleep. 13 plus Dex. And oh, nice. So yeah, you basically just cast it like every time you think you're going to be in a battle. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go ahead and customize your AC for you.
It should be changed. I just changed the
Oh,
base
maybe.
to 16.
Oh, you know what? I probably just needed to refresh your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. All right, cool. Sweet. So he definitely missed then. And you did 7 damage. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next is Piki.
Okay, so the wolves are behind us, and then Goose is in front of us, and the bear is behind us as well.
No, the goose and the bear are both are basically
Oh.
standing next to each other in front of you.
Okay.
Or no, the bear's in
Um,
front of you because the bear just tried to attack you.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so I am going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the bear as a. Let's do it as a first level spell.
Man,
And
you're just mean. You're
so,
doing vicious mockery and then your dissonant whispers. Just
so you whisper a discordant melody. So, Piki literally is like shrieking like the most shrill, terrible noises that you've ever heard in your entire life. That only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The
Okay.
target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage.
3d6. All right, so wisdom saving throw for the brown bear.
Ooh.
13.
Ooh, the bear is able to save. He got an 18.
Damn.
So dissonant whispers does not
Still
work. Is there anything on a failed save?
It still takes half damage on a failed save.
Okay, so go
Oh,
ahead and
on
roll
a
your
failed save,
3d6.
On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage. Okay. 1 second. 6 is the square.
Yes.
So 15, half of 15.
Half of 15. Okay.
7 or 8. It's 7, right?
I can't remember if it's rounded down or up, but I'm just gonna round it up.
You round down.
I'm gonna round it down.
Up, down, rounding down.
I actually was gonna round down originally, but I was like, maybe I'll be nice and give him an extra point of damage. All right. Okay. Good turn. Anything else you want to do with your turn before you're done?
No.
All right, Rastix, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna try to keep the York here occupied a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and do another casting of Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
Gotta love cantrips. Yeah, let's see
That's
what
true.
we get here. All right, 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right, that is 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And the bear, is he within 5 feet of the York?
No.
I should ask these questions first. Is there anything within any enemies within 5 feet of the orc?
Enemies, no. I would say the bear is probably about
Okay.
10 feet in front of the orc, and then the wolves are obviously behind you guys. So
Okay, I honestly should have asked those questions before I.
would you like
I
to
made that
redo
decision
your
there.
turn? I would allow you to do that. Take a mulligan.
Yeah, instead of Green Flame Blade, it would be Booming Blade, which is basically the same, except instead of dealing flame damage to an additional target, it just makes it so that if he willingly moves 5 feet or more before the start of my next turn, he'll take thunder damage.
So basically, he can't move or he'll take damages.
Yes.
Okay, so go.
And then bonus action, Chocobro is going to do another Force Empowered Rend.
Are we still doing the 11 damage for the booming blade?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then
They both do a melee weapon attack and then an additional effect.
okay, so we'll just keep the same roll. That's fine.
Right.
And Chocobro's doing what?
And 9 is going to miss.
9 misses, correct. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. Next, we've got Goose, and you're doing a lot of damage to him, so he's going to continue to retaliate, and he's going to target Rastix this time. And he's going to roll.
All right. Chocobro is going to use his reaction for deflect attack. He has disadvantage.
Man, between Chocobro and Sentinel, that's a pretty good combo. It's like you can't attack anybody.
Yeah, if I had taken Mounted Combatant, I could just make it so that if you try to attack Chocobro, you attack me instead.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So that was kind of the thing about, do I take Mounted Combatant or do I take Sentinel?
Gotcha. So I'm sorry. What does his reaction do again?
It imposes disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay. So the lower roll is going to be an 11. Does not hit.
Very much not.
And I guess that's his turn. And next we're gonna go to Kori.
Yes. I am going to hit him again.
Goose.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right. Are we doing the same quarterstaff unarmed strike special here?
Yes, but I read the Fury of Blows better, and it says I can, when using a key point, I can make 2 unarmed attacks.
2 unarmed attacks.
So I did it wrong. But we're going to do it right this time, so we're going to make that.
How many key points do you have?
I have 4.
4. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give you. I'm gonna go ahead and give you your missed attack from earlier, and just go ahead and take 3 when you do the flurry this time.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
But go ahead
I will
and
take
roll
my
your quarterstaff first.
quarterstaff. Oh, good. 22.
22 hits. Surprisingly.
Yay!
I hope so.
Good lord. Okay. So with that, with its 2-handed,
Not a crit this time.
11.
11. All right. You guys are
Okay.
tearing this guy apart.
Yeah, die, Satan. Okay, so we're gonna make our flurry of blows, which I have used the key point for. That one was 14.
14 hits.
Cool.
Ooh.
Oh boy, 6 damage.
That was
That's
only the first
fine.
strike.
Yeah.
So go ahead and describe your entire attack to me, because that first kick took him down.
Yay! So pretty much, I took my quarterstaff and slapped him in the face with it, like right here in the jaw.
He's like,
And-
ugh.
And then I kicked him from the side, right in the side of his right knee.
Ooh, you basically blew that thing out.
Yeah,
did
it was
you
gross.
take the last 2 kicks just to, like, shame him some more, or?
Yeah, like a kind of not so much a kick as a foot stomp.
Well, she can still move and attack something else with those extra attacks.
Oh, you're right. That's right. You haven't moved. You're still in front of him. So you could just go ahead and shame him, or you could go attack somebody else.
It could.
Your closest in range is probably the bear. I don't know if you could make it to the wolves.
She's a monk. She probably could.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's
But yeah,
see.
Goose is down.
R.I.P. Goose.
Oh, that's what the noise I heard earlier was. Somebody followed the channel. It's a different alert box on this channel, so I wasn't used to it.
What is this? I guess I'm gonna go up to the bear and stomp on its toes and kick it in the knee.
Yeah, I would even say that like you
Bear
kind of
knee?
came up because the bear was sort of past you facing Piki, so you're probably like kicking him in like the back of the knee, trying to take him out. But yeah, go ahead and roll a couple attacks for me.
Kill him. Oof, that's a 9, bro.
9 ain't gonna do it.
That's not gonna do that. Do it again. 18.
18 will hit.
Yay! Aw, poo, that's a 4.
Hey, a 4 is a 4. That's still some
I
damage.
guess. Better than 0.
Better than 0. All right. With that, the bear's gonna go next. So the bear is gonna turn right around and start coming for you. Not Jolly, Kori.
Okay.
And he's gonna go into with his jaws and come up and try to bite you. Ooh, and he rolled a 7, which I'm assuming doesn't hit.
It's gonna be a no.
But he's gonna try to come back up with his claw and swipe at you as well. And that's gonna be an 18.
That's gonna hit.
I'm assuming that hits, yeah. And that's gonna be 10 damage.
Oh!
Ouch.
And
You'll be fine. Walk it off. Walk it off.
that's gonna be his turn.
If I drink the blood that comes out of me, is it really leaving my body?
I don't know how to answer that.
Easy.
I think you'll get nauseous.
I don't think bodies work that way.
They could if we tried hard enough.
It sounds right.
The
We're professionals.
Yeah.
the wolves are gonna close in on the sheep who has still been sort of cowering behind you, and
My sheep.
are going to they're gonna kind of work together because they don't really have good limbs to carry anything, so they're gonna try to sort of work together and sort of grab the sheep and start to run away with him. But I'm gonna
It's gonna be
roll.
funny to watch.
Yeah, I'll be pursuing on my turn.
Not the sheep. I loved that sheep.
Yeah, so it really kind of takes all 3 of them to sort of try and carry him. He's kind of struggling a little bit, so they start to walk away, but they're only able to make it about 10 feet. They're kind of slowed down a little bit here, but they're going to try to run away with the sheep. And that's their turn. Back to the top, and we are with Jolly.
How far away are they from me?
From you, they're probably about another 30 feet behind you.
Okay.
Or it's actually 40 feet because they started walking away.
Okay, well, let me move 20 of those feet and throw a dagger at whichever wolf is closest to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume a 23 hits.
Yes.
Okay. And that is 7 damage, but thanks to my fighting style, that goes up to a 9.
9 damage. All right. The wolf
And
does not
then-
go down, but it is bloody.
Okay, same wolf, bonus action. I'll throw another dagger.
Okay, go ahead.
17?
17 hits.
Okay. For 7 more damage.
Yeah, that wolf goes down.
Actually, with 2-weapon fighting, you don't add the ability modifier on the second attack.
Regardless, you killed the wolf.
I did not add the ability modifier on the second attack. Just on the first.
Okay. So yeah, one of the wolves goes down.
Did I do it right?
What's that?
Did I do it right?
So what did you? So the
the-
first time you rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I
for the
added
second
two.
damage, you should have only rolled the 1d4.
Yeah, it's showing in the log that you rolled the d4 plus 3 for the second attack. It's the same thing you rolled on the first one.
Oh, I just tapped the button. Okay, so it's just 1d4 minus or plus 0.
Plus 0, correct. But you still did
Okay.
enough damage to take the wolf
Sorry,
down, so
sorry.
you're good in that
Right.
from
Right.
that regard.
All right, I'll make a note of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's because the game doesn't know when you're doing a second, like an offhand attack, so you just have to
Right.
make a mental note of that. Yeah, that wolf goes down, and the two remaining wolves are struggling to kind of carry this guy away here. But next in the initiative is going to be Piki.
Okay. Hold on. So the one wolf is down.
Mhm.
The second wolf is bloodied.
No. That was the same wolf. So she took. There was 3 wolves total.
Yes.
Jolly just took 1 wolf down. The other 2 are trying to carry the sheep away while it struggles. And then you got the brown bear in between you and Kori.
And then how far are the sheep away from? Is the sheep away from Piki?
From Piki, about 20 feet.
Okay. Sorry, I'm unprepared.
That's all right.
So Piki is gonna turn around and just kind of see what's going on with the sheep.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast my cantrip Minor Illusion.
All right.
You create a sound or image of an object within range. Range is 30 feet. It lasts for the duration. You can create a sound. It can be your voice, someone else's voice. So what Piki is going to do, since she's heard
Goose.
Goose
Uh-huh.
speaking, she's gonna say, she's gonna create the minor illusion. And it's gonna say, "Come this way" in his voice to the wolves that
Okay.
are his.
Do we roll anything for that? Or is it more just I choose how they react to that?
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Oh wait, it can be a voice. Someone else's sound can make this creature. If a creature uses action to examine the sound or
Right.
image, the creature can determine that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence throw.
Okay.
So they hear it, yeah.
So they hear it, and basically I will determine how they decide to react to that. Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You definitely see them sort of. I mean, it's not their turn, so they've already taken their turn. But you definitely notice a little confusion. Like they sort of looked at the voice, like what? Like they kind of turned around a little bit. And when it gets to their turn, I'll decide what they did in reaction to that. But is that an action to use that cantrip, or was it a bonus action?
Just an action.
Okay.
She's just trying to like stop.
Yeah,
him
trying to
from
yeah.
running further.
Sure. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
I didn't move, so can I take an opportunity attack against the bear?
No. So the
Reaction?
opportunity attack is if the bear moves out of your reach.
Okay.
You've already used your action, so you can do anything that's a bonus action at this point. You have movement and a bonus action left.
Under my bonus, sorry, I'm new to D&D. Under my
You're
bonus
fine.
actions, it says actions in combat 2-weapon fighting. Is that something that I could use in this situation?
No, that just means if you're wielding 2 weapons, if you have a weapon in each hand, you can use a bonus action to swing with your offhand, kind of like how.
Only if you actually attack with the main hand weapon.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
No, I'm done then. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Alrighty. Next is Rastix.
All right. The wolves. Are they within 40 feet of me?
Within 40 feet, yes.
Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and have Chocodro move up to one of the wolves, so that I can go ahead and green flame blade it.
Okay.
Right. So let me go ahead and roll that longsword attack. Okay, so that's a 23 to hit.
Yes.
So that's 6 slashing damage for the wolf I hit. And the other wolf takes 3 fire damage.
All right, so 6 to the first one and 3 to the second one.
And then we are going to go ahead and bonus action for the force empowered rend on the one that I hit directly.
Okay.
So that's 18 for another 4 force damage.
Another 4 force damage. This thing is like whimpering. And very, very hurt.
I kind of feel bad.
Little fella.
Yeah, I feel a little bad for it. All right. Is that your entire turn?
That will be my turn.
Okay. Next is gonna be Kori.
Hello.
The enemies did
Bear.
not roll very high on their initiative, so you guys get to do a lot of stuff before they do anything.
Awesome. This bear's still up.
The bear's still up. Bear's feeling strong.
Not anymore.
Is he barely standing?
I'd say he's a little more than barely. but at the
Alright.
same time, he is barely standing. in a
Yikes,
bear.
he's a bear.
He's the future rug, is what he is.
Yay! I love it.
Rastix is like
So-
already thinking of the things that what he could do with this with this pelt.
I did not hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
I will, however, use a key point.
Now,
And
just
flurry of
as a friendly
blows.
DM, do you want to use all your key points in this first encounter?
See, here's the thing. I was contemplating that when I started playing. I was like, am I going to take it easy or am I going to just blow my load? And I decided to blow my load.
All right. I mean, hey, that's what you want to do. That's fine.
Oh my.
Oh
You get
my.
them back at a short rest, and I'm thinking at least once
Okay.
this night we might
Okay,
take
yeah,
a
you might
short
have
rest.
time for a short rest. We'll see.
At some point, even. Since I didn't hit it with my quarterstaff, that makes me mad. I'm gonna use a key point. I'm gonna do flurry of blows. Hopefully,
Okay, so you got 2 attacks, right?
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
18.
18 hits.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Wait, what did you roll for the quarterstaff, by the way?
It was a 9.
Okay, yeah, 9 does not hit.
I knew that. I made some assumptions.
I've made some educated guesses.
Yes. I rolled 6 for damage.
6 damage. Got it.
And I have 1 more to hit, and it better work. Listen to me, 21.
21 hits.
You just have to show the dice who's boss.
What you got for damage?
4.
4 more
This
damage.
many.
All right, now I would say the bear is barely standing.
Barely standing.
And with that, the bear is going to react and come back at you with a couple of more attacks. He's going to try to bite you again.
Don't touch me.
There's a 14 hit.
That's gonna be a yes.
That's going to be a yes.
Yes.
Well, then, you're going to take... sorry, looked at the wrong page here.
Why is
You're going
this
to take
bear
6
even
damage
working?
from his bite. And then he's going to come...
What is this bear's motivation?
The bear's motivation is, you're hurting me, I'm going to hurt you back.
Rip and tear until it is done. That's the bear's
started
motivation.
it?
So is this a bear or a demon?
Is
I
he getting
mean,
paid?
same thing. I mean, bears
Close
are
enough,
basically
right?
demons.
Well, they are godless killing machines.
They're so scary.
And he's gonna do a claw attack at you as well, and that's gonna be a
You
17 to hit.
That hits. Did
Okay.
you say 6 damage?
I did say 6 damage for the bite, yes.
Okay. All right, damage.
And then now his claws have also hit you for a decent chunk. He's hitting you for another 15 damage with his claws.
Holy shit!
Oh,
What the fuck? Oh my god! Guess how many hit points I have?
1.
4.
4. All right. You're not down
That's
yet.
right. Shut
But
up.
that bear is it's fierce. He's a fearsome bear.
He is
I'm
a fearsome
scared.
bear.
Die, bear, die.
Next is the wolves. The 2
Coloring
basically
wolves.
dying wolves. I'm gonna say the wolves actually drop the sheep and start to run away. So they're taking their dash to run away
Oh,
because
okay.
you did a lot of
Bye.
damage to them, and they're
Piki's
like,
like, bye.
there's like, I'm out. We're out. It's not worth it.
Bear's out?
Howdy.
No, the wolves. The wolves
Okay, I
are
was
out.
like, bear out.
They didn't
do
even
you
attack
mean
the whole time.
that, or do you mean disengage?
Uh,
Are you gonna chase?
I mean dash. They're just dropping and trying to run. So
Okay.
so if you're next to them, yeah,
That-
you can do an opportunity attack. You got 2 left.
Right. You know what? I think I'm gonna be nice and just let them leave.
Let them go. You're gonna let them go.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna let them go.
And I believe
Bye,
you're
puppies.
the only one in melee range. So
Right.
they're out of here.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
And now all you got left is the bear. And Jolly, you're up.
I run and grab my daggers.
Okay.
And how far away does that put me from the bear?
Who did you throw your daggers at earlier?
One of the wolves, the one that
One of
died.
the wolves. I want to say that puts you probably about 10 feet from the bear.
Oh, okay. I throw another dagger.
Go for it. Seems to be working so far.
23 to
That
hit,
hits. That hits.
7 damage.
7 damage. You got it.
Bonus action. I throw another dagger. 23 again. That's kind of weird.
Jesus.
And poot.
4 damage.
4 damage. This bear is just like down to his knees at this point.
You were.
Computer may not have Bluetooth.
Wow,
Die,
yeah.
would you?
It's just repeating your rolls over and over again.
If it did, it would be.
Next is Piki.
So I never moved, so I'm still standing near the bear. So I'm gonna.
The bear is looking
Take
pathetic
my-
right now. Not quite as fierce as it did when it first came in.
Oh, that's kind of
Good.
sad.
It's
Die
kind of like
already, bear.
it's like please just it's not it's kind of lost its fighting spirit a little bit here.
I'm about to be murdered.
Oh,
That's so sad. I don't like
I-
it.
I'm at 4 hit points. That thing gotta go.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, I take
He
my
started it.
Piki takes her rapier and says, "Sorry, bear," and tries to do
Sorry,
an
bear.
attack.
The bear's not
24,
sorry.
24 hits. You guys have these
24
rolls right
damage.
now.
and then
Bougie.
10 piercing damage.
Yeah, so go ahead and describe your stab to me.
Oh God.
It doesn't have to be fancy. Just tell
Uh,
me what you do with it.
I know. Piki feels so bad because she doesn't. She likes animals.
She kind of
'cause
like
she is an
closes her eyes a
animal.
little bit and just
Yeah, she just kind of like looks away as she like slashes, and she goes, "I'm so sorry."
I love it.
and you just
Aw.
like smack him in the chin and he just falls over and he's done. The bear's on the ground. You have
Piki's like
successfully
covering her eyes. She's like, "Is it over?"
like, is it over yet? You have
Incapacitated.
successfully defended Finithir Shinebright, the sheep, elven
sheep.
sheep that has
Yay.
So I have to ask a very important question right now.
yes.
What condition is the bear hide in? Can I still make pajamas out of it?
I'd say, I mean, the fur is probably looking pretty good. It's probably a little bit blood stained.
No, I can wash
get
out.
that right out.
A little peroxide.
Yeah. Easy.
So, are you about to like skin a bear in front of all of us right now, or?
Yes.
I would like to help.
Okay. You like
Okay.
bring
What the hell?
your
It's a little
daggers.
big for me.
So you, I mean, yeah, you guys just skin a bear in the middle of the street, and
gotta
how
assert your
are
dominance.
Kori and Piki reacting to this right now?
Piki is kind of just ignoring them. She's like, "Oh God," she just walks away. She's actually gonna go check out Group's pockets. I can't remember any names.
That's
What's his
okay.
name?
Goose's pockets.
Goose's pockets. She's like digging around in there, like pretending like nothing is happening behind her.
Look, we're not gonna just waste a dead bear here.
She goes,
I-
"La la
I
la
would
la la
love
la la
to
la la."
help them.
As a lover of violence, I have stayed and loved every moment of this bloodbath. What fun is
Look, I have proficiency in leather workers' tools. I will use them.
I will use them. Give me
Sorry, I
that
was-
hand.
R-
I want to go inside and see if anyone will pay us for defending the tavern. You know, a little bit of a cash reward or some potions laying around.
some potions
I'm
laying
hearing
around.
Extortion.
Uh,
I love it.
you in a way you didn't really defend the tavern aside from just taking the battle outside, I guess. but they weren't really there to trash the tavern. They just wanted the sheep back.
We did
Um,
them
Oh, they-
a fucking favor by not trashing their joint.
But I'll say like one random person in the bar has a potion, and it's a regular old healing potion. You can have one and add it to your inventory.
Into the
All of us?
backpack you go.
What a nice gentleman.
I'm sorry, Piki. What was the last thing that you said? I missed it. I was looking at something.
Oh, I don't know.
Pockets.
Piki's digging through
Oh, Goose's pockets. Goose's pockets.
Ignoring everything.
Goose doesn't really have
Pockets.
have much on him. He was just hired hand, you know, and he carried his great sword on him, but that's about it. He didn't really have any extra
Okay.
fancy
So
stuff
nothing
on
about the man that he was hired by or anything like this.
him. No, but Finithir could tell you all about that now that he's safe. He tells, so I'm assuming you guys are gonna talk to him and ask him what's up,
Oh, yeah.
what's going on.
We could talk while we work.
Okay, yeah. As you guys are skinning this bear, he's like,
He
Well, we
is, like,
probably need to take a short rest anyways on account of some people got beat up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say during this kind of downtime, you guys can sort of you can short rest while you're skinning this bear, and Finithir kind of tells you what's going on. He's like, wow, that was much bloodier than I expected. He also
Piki is holding up a wing to cover her eyes, like, away from them, and also to the sheep, doing the same exact thing with the other one.
So yeah, well, the sheep actually like also looks away because he's not really enjoying this either. He's like, how about I tell you what's going on? And actually, there's a reason that he singled Piki out in the first place when he first brought the scroll, more so than any of the other party members, and that's because he could sense that you were the most magically inclined of the party, and he is a wizard, so he
Yeah.
figured you might be the one to be able to help him.
She can't read, unfortunately, but she can help.
Yeah, he didn't know that. He didn't know that, but he figured that he could sense some magical ability about you. So a little bit of a lore dump, basically. Or is there any questions? Actually, I'll let you RP a little bit. Any questions you want to ask him?
Are you okay, little sheep?
I'm okay now. I'd prefer that you called me Finithir or even Mr. Shinebright. I am not a sheep.
Oh, I'm sorry. And she repeats his name back to him in his exact same voice.
That was weird. I didn't like that.
Look,
Okay. Well,
I'm not sure if sheep understand manners, but calling people weird is kind of rude.
yeah. Well, he said.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I don't really care about that. Are you gonna help me or not?
With that
yeah,
attitude.
She goes. She goes. Yeah. What's up?
Okay, I need you to help me reclaim my wand. I am as I was trying to tell you, I am a powerful wizard. I live in a tower on the outskirts of town, and my thing that I'm known for is I'm very good at transmutation
Providing
and
lore?
polymorphing. So I have a wand of true polymorph, very, very rare, and I worked on it for years, and that is my most prized possession. But 2 years ago, I had an apprentice who stole the wand from me, and I woke up one night, he was standing over me with the wand, and I tried to ask him what he was doing, and the next thing I knew, all that could come out of my mouth was the bah! So since then, I have been a prisoner, and I finally escaped last night with this scroll to come and find somebody to help me. I need to get the wand back so I can turn back into my own body.
I'm
I'm
Piki's
mostly
like.
motivated by gold.
Where's my sheep money?
I'm sure the wand could be sold off for a fair
I
amount
left
of
it in my
money.
other wool, my gold.
After. You pay me after.
Absolutely. Help me, and I can make you magical items. I can give you payment. Whatever you need.
I don't believe him. I think he's
Yeah.
lying.
Piki's a little suspicious, to be honest. She
Little
goes,
sus.
"Do we trust this guy?"
Roll some
You
insight
mean to
if you want.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Rastix is
We
internally
can play
considering just
D&D.
keeping the wand.
That I mean, that may
Can
be
I
fine,
help?
but you need to help him get the wand first.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. But that's a very interesting artifact there that could spend a lot of time researching. But
Uh,
can't
Can I
research
help
it if he
Piki
gives it
roll?
back.
Roll with
I guess-
advantage, maybe?
Uh,
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Why are you rolling with advantage?
Can I help?
Oh, I
Help
would
what?
say I would just say whoever wants to roll insight can roll insight.
What's the site that's just is a plus sign?
You know
Let me
what?
see.
Might as
We'll
well.
do that. Why not?
I got a
Uh,
3.
Okay, yeah, you're too focused on the wand itself, and you haven't really thought about anything else that he's saying to you.
Yeah, I got a 7 for my insight. I
Okay.
think I've just been thinking, wow, what is this sheep talking
Yeah,
about?
you're still just like
Oh,
can't
God.
comprehend
This
this
is a
voice that's
talking
coming out of this
sheep.
sheep. Yeah.
It's
Ye-
weird.
Piki got a 5. She's
Uh-huh.
just like standing there, like shaking her head.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I rolled an
Piki's
11.
just taking in like the sounds that are coming out of his mouth in order to like catalog them for later.
Yeah, that's
to-
exactly
to
what she's
use.
doing.
Let me file this away.
So no one rolled very high. I mean, as far as you can
No.
tell, he seems sincere that he wants your help and he needs your help. Whether he's gonna hold true to the promises that he's made you, who could say?
Interesting.
Well, he saw what we did to that bear.
He did.
So
And as a
maybe
Telltale
it's
game
okay.
might say, Finithir will remember that.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, assert your dominance. People
Okay,
don't
well,
do
I'm
that shit.
I'm into help.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing anything else right
You
now.
got nothing else going on,
This
right?
afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, skinning a bear.
Like we said,
Yeah.
you guys are taking a
Long and
short
active.
rest, so feel free to roll any hit die that you want to recover, health with,
boy.
and anything else
I
that you
got
get back on a
4.
short rest.
How does that work? Sorry.
So you take you have 4 hit die, and
Mhm.
you can roll as many hit die as you want during the short rest, and basically whatever you roll, you get that plus your Constitution modifier back in HP.
Oh.
With
Well, Constitution modifier per hit die rolled.
Per hit die,
And you can
yes,
also
yes.
choose to roll additional ones after you roll. So like if you
Correct.
choose to roll 1, okay, that wasn't enough. I can roll another one. That's still not enough to roll a third one.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for the clarification.
Also, you get half your total hit dice back every time you take a long rest.
Correct.
Okay.
You can mark it in your character sheet if
So-
you want, or I can do it for you. But basically, you're gonna roll that many and add the con modifier each time, depending on how many you want to get back.
If you're working on D&D Beyond, at the top there should be a short rest button.
I did, but I don't think it changed anything.
What you would
It
what
makes
you
you
would
manually
do-
roll, I believe.
Right.
Mhm.
There should be a roll hit die button on there. So you check however many boxes. Actually, no, that's from Beyond 20. You check
Okay.
however many boxes you want to roll hit dice for, and then below that it'll have the hit die roll.
Oh,
Then
okay.
you click on that, it'll roll it and automatically heal you for that.
Oh, is that
Okay.
automatically apply healing a new feature that they just updated it with? Because I don't remember seeing that before.
Honestly, I do not know.
Yeah, because if I recall correctly, the last times that I used the hit die, they didn't.
I do it manually just now, but also I usually don't do things correctly. So what do I know?
And actually, while you guys are finishing up your short rest, we're gonna take a quick BRB. So, Finithir has talked to you about what's going on. You guys basically believe him more or less, or at least you can't tell how honest he's being, and you decided to help him. But you took a little short rest. You skinned a bear. Are you just putting that pelt away for now, Rastix, or what
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're putting the pelt away. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing with the meat because I don't really have the storage capacity for that myself.
So you guys kind of just left this like skinned
So
bear
no,
carcass
we're
is
gonna,
like
actually I got a better idea. We're gonna take this bear in the tavern and sell the meat.
okay. I don't know how much bear meat sells for.
Honestly, I don't either. I'm gonna take a quick look in the player's handbook. And
I was gonna
see
say,
if the
yeah,
equipment
like
section
either
has
that or
anything on
either that or I was gonna say like, throw me a number, and we can
Throw me a
haggle a little
number,
bit.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's haggle this.
I feel
What,
that.
what do you what do you want? What do you want for this bear?
I want
What is the
money.
value of this bear?
Well, the bear
Let me
was
see
very sentimental
here.
to me.
If a dagger is 2
I
gold,
don't
I
know. I
feel like
barely
a
noticed it.
bear is more than 2 gold. That's all I got.
Let's see. Is there a trade goods section
I
here?
love Funyuns. You're the best chip.
Here, Trade goods.
I'm gonna say,
1 goat is a gold.
okay. I was also gonna say, a ration is 5 silver pieces, and obviously a ration's just kind of like really basic, jerky, dried food, and that kind of stuff. Nothing good. So for actual like meat, I was gonna say, they'll offer you a gold.
Hell, a goat is 1 gold. This is a bear. That's the fair amount more meat right there.
You
Tell
could
you
How
fit,
this.
many goats does it
Fresh.
take to make a bear?
you could
I
fit
will tell you
3
this.
goats in this
Fresh,
bear.
I think,
fresh meat
yeah, 3
for 5
definitely.
gold.
5 gold. Make it 2.
Monk
You
almost
do
died
understand,
from
I've
this
already
bear.
gone through the significant effort to skin this bear for you, which makes it really easy for you to prep to actually.
Piki's behind him screaming, 3 whole goats!
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, this will work out well.
I'm gonna assist with that persuasion roll.
So I got a 16.
This is our recon.
All right. Yeah, I'll say with a 16. We don't really get a whole lot of fresh meat around here. I guess you do drive a pretty hard bargain. So, all right, fine. 5 gold it is.
All
Yeah.
right. Done deal. Go ahead and add that to the character sheet here.
All right. So you've sold the bear meat. You've packed away the bear pelt, and
We can definitely attest to the freshness of that meat.
yeah. And are you gonna go off to like sort of the general goods store to try to sell this armor now and buy some daggers?
Are you talking to me?
I was. Yeah, slash the general party, I guess.
Oh, I thought we already
Well-
like did
Or
that. with
okay,
that roll
yeah.
call.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna do something else. But let's say that you did that. You did that thing. You went to the store,
did that.
sold your armor that's never been worn,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
and
I
got
got my
5.
daggers for that.
Oh, really? You just bartered? It was just a straight barter. You just bartered 5 daggers for this
Correct.
leather armor.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you go ahead and add that. Anything else you guys would like to do while you're kind of resting here before you move on?
Oh, I totally forgot to ask. How much gold did we start with?
Whatever was in your starting equipment. Some of them, I know it's like a pouch of 10 gold or something like
Yeah,
that.
typically it's 10.
I mean,
Oh.
yeah, I'll just say it's 10 for ease's sake.
Is anyone selling potions?
No. You got that one potion off of someone in the tavern, but actually, like, people selling potions is actually typically pretty hard to come by.
So I'm going to go ahead and take that 5 gold that I just got.
Mm-hmm.
And as it turns out, leatherworkers tools cost 5 gold.
So you're gonna buy some leatherworkers tools?
I have need of them, yes.
All right, fair enough.
And
The bear meat was worth it.
I have the ability to magically create a set of any artisan tools I want, but only one at a time, and I kind of need smith tools, so.
Gotcha. So leatherworkers tools it is.
I would like to buy a wineskin from the bar.
Okay, go for it. Wineskin. Is that an actual D&D item? Well, let's see how much a water skin costs. I know that
Let me
exists.
search for it. No results found for wine.
Well, I mean, you have a water skin. I would imagine you could just hold wine in it instead, right? I'm assuming you have a
you
water
can,
But you
skin.
should probably get two. That way you can have wine and water, or you're gonna feel terrible.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
wine
don't
hangovers.
mix them or anything.
Those are unreal. I don't know why anyone drinks wine, honestly.
Okay, so it's 0.2 gold pieces for a water skin.
Okay, so let's just say you buy another water
So-
skin. You can hold
Okay.
wine in a water skin, so.
Yeah,
A
and then I
pitcher
go to
of
the
wine
bar.
is
Oh, I could
listed at
put mud
2
in there.
silver.
Okay. 2
A
silver.
fine bottle is 10 gold.
Well, you're just buying the skin, or you're buying are you buying wine with it?
I'm gonna go and buy some wine.
Okay, and fill up the skin with it.
Yes.
I'm gonna say you're probably buying the skin and the wine, so that'll probably be like 4 silver altogether.
Okay.
Because you need your water too. I'm telling you.
Water's
You're
free.
gonna have a bad time.
Possibly already have a water skin.
Yeah, you most
Oh,
likely
God.
do.
I think we do. Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
starting kits are gonna give it to you.
Yep. Water skin.
Water.
That one's for water though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why she bought a
So you-
second
so you-
skin.
Yeah,
You gotta have two because you gotta have your water.
I like the idea of like us doing this, and then the sheep is kind of following us
Yeah, he's
around,
like, can we go or like?
Let's go. We're like,
Look,
hold
Okay,
on. We
I'm
need to
gonna-
talk about water skins.
okay,
He's
Very
just
important.
petting him.
okay, Mr. Goat,
Poor
you
man.
gotta understand.
He's
Of
not a goat, he's a
everyone
sheep.
here, yeah, whatever. Okay, Mr. Sheep. What you got to remember here is that we are the professional adventurers. We know
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
He's kind of like,
Yeah.
I honestly,
Adventures require preparation.
I honestly don't know if I even should be offended by you calling me a goat because I'm not a sheep either. They're both.
Piki's petting him.
Neither of those things are me, so I don't like
It's
either.
okay, Mr. Sheep.
As
It's
a
okay.
human, I would prefer not to be called a goat personally, so I think offense should be taken.
You just hear a really frustrated like, "Meh."
Just defeated by all this.
Just he's so defeated. He's like, God, could have been anybody else.
You just got lucky, is all.
Well, I am ready at any point.
I'm ready.
Yeah, where are we going?
Okay, so he leads you off, and he's like, all right, the path to my tower is off the main road into the woods a little bit here. So he leads you into the woods.
He's leading us to our murder, because I feel like all the horror stories that you hear is them going, "Oh, I
Oh.
came to my house, but thanks for coming to my house, but it's in the woods, so you gotta come with me." Also, like, okay, sure, you're
He's
not
like-
gonna murder me.
He's like, what can I tell you? It's literally in the woods.
To be fair, he is leading us to our murder. The murder we will perform.
I mean, you're right.
He tells you that his
Yeah.
apprentice's name was Ahmed Noak, just so you know.
Ahmed.
Ahmed Noak. Yep. And the tower is southeast of town, so he leads you southeast out of the town, off the main road. You go into the woods a little bit. Looking at the road, I would say he's already leading you, so you don't really need to examine because he knows where his tower is. But you do see a path of tracks that pretty much match up to the 5 characters that you just fought. A bunch of tracks that look like a big orc, a bear, and some wolves. Some fresh tracks. And it continues through some sparse woodland for perhaps about a mile without any habitation. And as you sort of come into this clearing, you see a structure. And rather than stone or glass, the house before you seems to have been formed from the living branches of 4 sturdy oak trees. These have been shaped and woven to create 3 thick platforms. And so if you sort of imagine looking forward in front of you, you're basically seeing like 2 kind of smaller platforms and then a larger platform in the middle. The lowest of these platforms, which is the one off to your right, is roughly 40 feet across and sits about 10 feet up from the ground. The only obvious route up is a gentle slope formed of roots and branches that connects roughly with the main path. Branches curl around its base, creating a rough bowl shape around it. From where you stand, it's possible to see flowers and small trees growing around its edge. By far, the largest of the 3 platforms is the middle one, which looks to be around 60 feet across. It's about 20 feet above the ground and is fully enclosed with a wall formed from twisting branches. You can see evenly spaced, window-sized gaps, as well as what appears to be a door at the point closest to the garden platform, which is the first one on the right. And the final, tallest platform on the left is roughly 30 feet above the ground and is much smaller than the others. It looks to be linked to the central platform by another small slope. Scattered beneath the platforms are 2 small wooden huts and a large outhouse. So I'll say that you guys can sort of see this clearing. You haven't really gone into the clearing yet, and I'll sort of let you either talk to Finithir some more, or formulate a plan, or formulate what you're trying to do. Or if you want to just head straight into the clearing, you can do that too.
Right?
What's that?
So the plan's to burn the place down, right?
We want the magical item.
Oh, it's magic. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Or it'll explode.
He says, I'd rather you not damage my wand. Again, I need that, and it's very delicate magic.
Is it flammable?
It's made of wood.
It's flammable, I mean...
Flammable, inflammable. Really, what's the difference?
Fire. Fire's the difference.
Yeah, fire is bad for wood.
Yeah, what he said.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying, though, is those ramps are definitely, obviously, gonna be traps.
What's gonna be traps?
Those ramps up to the platforms.
Oh.
I'm willing to bet that there's gonna be some druidic, like, vine grappling crap.
Is this your house? Is this the sheep, Mr. Sheep? Is this your house?
Yes, this is my tower. Noak is inside. He's got my wand. He's taken the whole thing over, and I need the wand back.
Well, do you have booby traps on your
Yeah, are there traps?
I did not set any traps. I don't know if he would have.
He said there aren't any traps. I mean...
He didn't make any traps. The guy we're here to gang probably did. He's had time.
Oh, there's only one way to find out.
Oh, there's multiple ways of finding out. I'd rather not find out with our face, though.
Can I... Piki doesn't really say anything, and she kind of walks to the edge of the clearing, like I'm assuming they're kind of hidden behind trees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question for our erstwhile employer here.
Yes.
Your apprentice. What race was he?
He is a human.
Okay, so
and
how about we take this in the cover of darkness?
Okay.
Yeah, eat shit, human.
So are you waiting till nightfall then?
It might be a good idea. A fair number of us are gonna have dark vision.
Yeah.
Or some of us are, at any rate.
Piki goes, should we just... She goes, can I just knock on the door?
Who are you saying that to?
That's probably not a good idea.
Everyone? I just turn around and ask, should I just knock on the door?
That's gonna basically give up any element of surprise if you want to do it that way.
I can do it. No one's gonna see us. I can do it so that no one sees us. Just see who's inside, you know?
Let us know if there's any traps.
Okay, so Piki turns around and she casts the cantrip Mage Hand.
Oh, okay. What's the range on Mage Hand?
30 feet? Is that close enough?
Probably not from
I don't understand.
You'd have to like come to the opening of the clearing basically to Mage Hand that far.
Okay.
Like right now, you guys have like you've seen it in the distance. Like you're coming up to it, and he's like, "That's my tower up there."
Right.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So I come to the edge of the clearing and I cast Mage Hand. I'm kind of squatting down, trying to hide though.
Okay. I'll let you roll me a stealth real quick.
We could put the bear hide on her. Maybe.
Fahrenheit's
Applause there?
not ready to be used like that.
I mean, you could, but
I'll roll a stealth.
I mean, it's literally an unprocessed hide right now.
yeah. Yeah, go ahead, roll me stealth.
22.
That'll do it. So you kind of hide behind a tree. I'll say, as you come up to the opening of the clearing, you do see some figures in the clearing. So it doesn't seem like there's nobody standing outside. So as you come up, you do see a trio of apes playing with it's like an oversized pair of dice on the lawn. They're like rolling it around, playing some dice games and stuff like that. They're rolling d20s to see.
Okay, she sees that and like she'll tell everyone else about it, or if they see it, and then she'll still do the mage hand to knock on the door.
Okay. Is this like just kind of a gentle knock, like, or is it like actually kind of like loud?
Just like a regular like knock knock knock.
You
Who's
see
there?
the three apes turn around and look at the door. That I'm assuming you're knocking at the lowest platform, right? Or hold on, sorry. So the lowest platform is more just like an opening with more trees. It's like a little garden. So there's the central platform, which is the largest, and then there is the small one that's the highest. You're knocking at like the central one then?
Just any door.
Okay, that's the first one that has a
door,
door. So I'll say you're
front
knocking on that
door,
one.
Yeah.
Sure.
If
You hear from
anyone's inside.
You hear from inside. What do you guys want?
Okay. And then Piki goes back and tells them what she saw.
And the apes also look confused, like who, like we didn't knock. What are you talking about? But they haven't seen you, so you heard a voice from inside, and then you saw three apes outside.
And they were playing with big dice.
Yeah, they're just like playing some kind of dice game, rolling a big old dice around.
I fancy that quite a lot. Very curious.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? Wait till night?
I'm afraid of monkeys, so.
I might risk it all just to go talk to them. Are these things beasts?
For purposes of like a spell you're gonna use or something, or
I have this favored enemy feature.
Right.
mm-hmm.
So, well, I'm not really tracking them, but I can recall information about them. So maybe have I ever seen? Like...
I mean, you've probably seen apes before, but I'm not sure what information you're looking for about them.
Are they? Okay, so this guy is out here turning a bunch of people into animals. Is that what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to surmise from this? Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not enemies. They're just...
Yeah, they've probably been coerced into helping them.
What about the people who are already animals? What do they get turned into?
You mean like people like Kenku and stuff like that are like kind of animals already? I mean, Finithir told you that he was a master of like polymorph, and he's got a wand of polymorph, right? So like polymorph is a spell that essentially could just transform you into anything. So even if you're already some kind of race that is animalistic, you can still be polymorphed into something else.
You're right. Polymorph is so fun.
But so yeah, you probably get the sense that these are people that have been polymorphed into various animals.
Okay, well, I'm good. I'm good with waiting till night, and then we just go and blow the doors off.
Yes.
How long do you guys
If
want to
we-
wait? Like midnight?
I don't want the apes to go to sleep. I don't want them to get caught up in this. Oh no, that bear! That bear was an innocent person.
Yeah, let's not think about that.
I mean, the bear was still attacking, so.
I mean, you
Innocent
were only working
person,
off
I
the
think.
information that you had, so.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. If
And
that's
we're never going to
the case.
discuss this with the people at that
Like,
tavern.
we're never going to talk about this.
We're never talking about this again.
So we don't want to try to talk to them or anything? We'll just
I
wait.
don't.
we-
They're scary.
I
Yeah,
don't
there's
think
someone
they can
inside,
speak
too.
Are you
common.
guys waiting, like sort of waiting and watching until nightfall, or are you like sleeping?
Yeah,
I'll watch.
keep.
Okay.
We're definitely going to be keeping watch.
Okay. So not a long rest is what I'm trying to say. Because potentially you could have slept if you wanted to and taken a long rest, but
I'm fine with staying up.
okay.
Well,
So
not all of us have to watch.
I might
Yeah,
fancy
exactly.
a long rest considering
And-
my hit points.
Yeah, anyone who needs to heal or recover spell slots can take a long rest, and the other two will just keep
Right.
watch.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine for now.
Yeah,
So-
Rastix didn't get hit or use any spell slots, so I'm good to go.
yeah, Rastix just had
Oh.
Chocobro do a bunch of stuff and then Green Flame bladed everybody.
I
Yeah, all I
think
use is cantrips and at will powers from Chocobro.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
Okay.
whoever wants to long rest, I'll allow the long rest because I think you have enough time to sleep before nightfall, and the rest of you sort of watch as you're kind of just standing by and waiting. You see these. At one point, there is. I'm assuming you're all kind of watching now from the woods, right? Kind of watching the scene to see what happens. So at some point, you see actually from one of the outhouse steps out. Another brown bear has a little piece of toilet paper stuck to his foot. He looks like one of the Charmin bears.
Aww.
So he was taking care of business when you first walked up. You see him step out. You see the 3 apes, but you don't really see any other characters about. And eventually, as the night kind of carries on, eventually you see them make their way into the huts that are below the platforms and go off to sleep.
take a big old nap.
So
Okay. What's the move?
yeah, what is the move, my friends?
Murder.
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 Straight up murder.
We're
Yeah,
just gonna go
I'll
kick in
let
the
him
door.
go.
Yeah.
Let's
Well, we
not,
don't know
like,
where he is.
You don't know
We
where he
should
is.
probably go up to the door and try and get in quietly, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Actually, yeah. Let me see here.
That big hurts.
I am gonna go ahead and say I did take a long rest. There's nothing stopping me from keeping watch during that. That way I can swap out a spell. So I must.
Wouldn't you have to be sleeping during? Oh, I guess you can swap out your spell.
No, you don't. No, you don't actually have to sleep. Keeping watch is something that is called out as something you can do during a long rest. You just have to have slept within the last 24 hours.
Okay.
So I am going to go ahead and swap out Identify for Detect Magic.
You got it.
Okay, and that is done. All right, so from what we can see from where we're hiding, have we been able to spot any sentries that are still up?
No. It seems like the apes and the brown bear went into their huts and went to bed.
Okay.
I took the big slip. Maybe not
Right.
the big slip, but the little slip.
So I think I will probably want to try to approach stealthily. I want to use Detect Magic as we're going up to try to see if I can spot any like magical alarms or traps on the way in. I'm going to go ahead and take 10 minutes to cast that as a ritual.
Okay. And what's the range on Detect Magic?
That is going to be a 30-foot detection on that, but it'll last up to 10 minutes.
Oh,
So basically it's 30 feet from wherever I'm currently standing.
So as you're sort of moving around, you can sense
Right.
it. And everything. Okay. So
Right.
Detect Magic. Let me see.
So yeah, that's the plan that I'm thinking we can go with.
Sense the presence of magic. If you sense magic, use your
Right.
hands or around any physical object. Okay. So
anyone have any other plans they might want to suggest or?
That one sounds pretty good.
I mean, I guess depending on what you see, if there's anything around or anything like this.
Right.
So obviously you're just trying to walk around quietly though, right?
Yes.
stealthily. So go ahead and roll me stealth,
Okay.
which you do have disadvantage on, right?
From my armor, I would, yes. Okay.
I'm trying to remember where the little
Okay.
thing is.
So that is going to be a 5 for mine.
A 5. With a 5, I'm gonna say. So you're trying to walk around, but you step on like a real crunchy twig. Just like nice big old crunch. And you hear some rousing from the nearest outhouse. Like you kind of hear like a huh? What was that?
Oh my god, they sleep in the outhouses?
Oh, not the outhouse, the huts, sorry. They are houses outside of the town, or they're outhouses. No one has come out of the house just yet, but you're hearing some movement in one of the houses. You do still have this detect magic on. You get a faint aura from both of the huts. Basically, you would probably assume that that's from the polymorph spell that has been cast on them. But as you're starting to walk around, you also sense some magic from the highest tower.
Okay, and do I get a School of Magic on that?
Yes, it is. School of Magic is transmutation.
Okay.
Fancy.
Dude, the first game.
Alright, so at this point, my first instinct would be to throw myself to the ground and try to keep a low profile, see if I can get overlooked in the darkness. The issue with that is Chocobro.
I was gonna say, were you riding Chocobro during this?
I would be, yeah.
Yeah. So you're on the ground. What do you command Chocobro to do, if anything?
I'm gonna motion for him to get down as well.
Is he able, like, how flat? What kind of movement? What kind of like movement does he have? Can he like lie flat on the ground?
He should be able to. I mean, he's basically got the same full range of motion that an actual Chocobo would have.
Okay, all right. So you basically you made this crunch. You detected some magic, but now you're just like basically lying as flat as possible on the ground.
Right. It's dark out, so I'm just trying to see if I can have him overlook me.
Okay. So as you're doing that, one of the apes comes out of one of the huts, and he's gonna roll a good old perception. Yeah, and he's far too sleepy to really see what's going. He opens the door, kind of looks around, and he's like, "Ugh, I don't know, must have been something in the woods,"
What a
and
casual.
walks back inside.
This game, it always skips.
And you are undetected as of now. What else do you do, or what does anybody do?
I'm itching to go up.
Okay. Rastix, are you relaying what you've detected at all?
You're muted.
Yeah, I'm probably a bit spread out at the moment.
Okay.
I'm not sure how well we'll be able to communicate stealthily.
Okay. So
I'm
I
gonna
will
creep up
try to.
next to him.
I will try to point out where auras are at, but I'm just not sure how much of that they're going to actually understand.
Piki's also making like hand signals.
I'm
Not
gonna-
physical hand signals.
I'm gonna go up next to him. Can I roll stealth?
go ahead. You're a bit stealthier, so
16.
16 will do it. You kind of really tiptoe, real sneaky, up to Rastix.
Okay, and then I'll get the info and I'll take it back to the rest of the.
Okay, so you learn that Rastix sensed some transmutation magic up in the highest tower. Obviously, the ones that he sensed in the huts would be the polymorphed animals.
Well, can I just go ahead and motion everyone to come over quietly?
Sure,
could
but I'm
do
gonna have
that.
the remaining two roll some stealth.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Stealthy time. You sack of shit.
What did you roll?
It was a 12.
I did a 17.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see how a 12 does.
Not good, my guy. Not good at all.
Yeah, don't sweat it
See it
too much
now.
yet.
Let's see.
It's like when I try to get something to eat in the middle of the night. I'm trying not to wake nobody up. Mm-mm.
It can't be that
Mm.
bad.
Feels like it.
With a 12, you kind of as you walk over, you thought you almost made it, but then you like chunk your foot on Chocobo's metal body, and it makes a clunk sound. And that ape, the one that woke up the first time, comes back out. And he's like, "Okay, I definitely heard something this time." But
Before he comes out, can I cast one of my cantrips?
Please.
go ahead.
I cast Minor Illusion,
Okay.
and I can create a 5-foot cube object within range.
Uh-huh.
And Piki is gonna create a 5-foot tree right in front of their
Okay.
partner, their friend.
This tree was here the whole time.
Just a tree.
Just a tree.
Yeah.
The tree would know.
Okay.
I hope this ape is very stupid.
It's an
Bet
ape.
he is.
He probably likes the tree, so he probably likes that it's there.
He probably totally has poo brain.
I will say that the ape is very confused. He's like, I'm pretty sure that tree was not there before. And he walks up to the tree, and it's not physical, right? It's an illusion.
Yeah, it is an illusion.
So he goes up and he tries to touch it, like tries to put his hand on it, and it's not tangible at all, right? Or what happens when he tries to
Hold
inspect it?
on. Yeah, physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. Oops.
Yeah, so he's
Things like a chocobo beak.
he's like, I live here, and I know that this tree was not there before.
Well, he does have to do a
Things-
successful intelligence saving throw.
To understand it, or what does that do when he?
If a creature uses an action to examine the image, the creature determines that it is an illusion with a successful intelligence.
Okay, so he has to roll successful intelligence to actually know
Yeah.
that it's an illusion.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just like, what the hell's going on here?
What is this?
Something like that.
I'm so confused. Okay, hold on.
He's gonna think it's a tree. Bet money. He's gonna be like,
He's
yeah,
like,
it's a
I guess
tree.
13.
He has to roll a 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Let's see.
luck. You're an 8.
Well, he has a -2 to intelligence, but he rolled a 15. So he got a 13.
Oh,
So he's like,
no.
Yeah, his hand just passes
Yeah, he's
right
like-
through it.
I knew this was a fake tree. He walks past the tree and he sees the four of you. And I
Oh.
guess you roll initiative.
Alright.
Alright.
I really don't want to fight him. Can I try and reason with him? Just
Let's roll initiative, but I will let you I'll let you like speak as a free action.
Damn.
I got 8.
I got 10.
Okay, you said
You
8.
think we good considering we knew he was there.
8.
But,
Well, I mean, it's one thing to know, it's another thing to be stealthy, right?
you know
8.
what? I guess so.
You said 10, Callie?
Yeah.
All right, well, how about Jolly?
13.
13, and Rastix?
Oh boy.
20.
20.
Oh.
All right.
Fancy.
And let me as of right now, only this one ape is awake so far. And seeing you guys.
Yeah, make
But
him
let me go
shut
ahead and
up.
roll his initiative. Once again, he did not roll great on initiative.
One thing I learned in
what's
the
his-
mod: snitches get stitches.
Okay. So go ahead. First is Rastix.
All right. So.
Oh,
let's see
actually,
what
did
I
you want to
got
say
here.
something to him first, or do you want to wait till your turn to do that? I'll let you say something real quick before the combat starts if you want.
Yeah, let me see if I can do a little bit of therapeutic communication. Show him my hands. We're not dangerous.
It's like what did like different animals do to like put themselves in not a threatening pose
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever?
I'm looking
Yeah.
small too.
I'm looking small.
Yeah, that's
Is he
That's
He's
reacting
just
very-
standing there like,
positively?
hi.
So I'm actually going to be using my bonus action to
Uh-huh.
direct Chocobro to try to pin the ape.
Okay.
This is trying to figure out exactly how to do that real quick. I'm thinking I might have to start off with a grapple on that.
I was gonna say just like a contested strength roll or something probably.
So a grapple is actually going to be a strength athletics check opposed by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics.
Or you said?
Or. So it'll be the target's choice which to
Okay.
use.
Sure.
But Chocobro is going to have to roll strength athletics.
Okay, go ahead. The ape is pretty athletic. I'll tell you that.
That's
16.
that checks out.
23.
What the fuck?
So the Chocobro does not successfully pin the ape.
All right.
Dude, apes are so scary.
Apes, yeah, it starts beating its chest a little bit.
I hate this.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
So at that point, I'm gonna go ahead and walk up and mount Chocobro. And as a free action, I'm gonna say that if he remains quiet, he can possibly be human again, or whatever he was before he became an ape.
Roll persuasion.
For whatever reason,
How much you want to bet he wants to stay an ape?
I bet 12.
I bet he's a freak like that.
12. Let's see. Is he convinced by this? Let me just roll. I'll just roll a d20.
He'll be human again.
You see him kind of pause, like,
Maybe.
okay. So, as of now, he has not made a sound. So you think maybe you are making a somewhat of a compelling argument.
All I'm gonna say beyond that is, if you raise the alarm, you have no chance of being turned back. If you don't raise the alarm, there is some chance.
Okay, we'll see. Neck, is that your turn, Rastix, or are you doing anything else?
That I'm gonna go ahead and forego doing any kind of attack.
Okay. Go ahead, Jolly.
I guess I'll start walking by him because it doesn't seem like he's gonna do anything. You know, slowly. I'll move. How far away is the ape from me?
He pretty much like 5 feet, because he walked right up to you guys all on the ground, basically.
Okay, yeah, I'll move 10 feet, so that I'll be a little bit behind him.
Okay. He doesn't seem to try to attack you. So,
Okay.
I will say that he kind of thinks about it for a second and probably kind of seems like, I don't really have a horse in this fight. So
All right.
he starts to back off, like, okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see you.
Awesome.
And he slowly walks back into the hut.
Oh, wait, Mr. Ape.
He turns around.
Mr. Ape. Hey, so you weren't always an ape is what it's kind of sounds like, right?
Yeah, he shakes his head no. I'm trying to
Do you-
decide if these guys talk or not. I know I know I've had them speak already, but I was like, the sheep didn't speak.
Well, yeah, we had the scroll, and the scroll only works on one person, but it was talking to all of us.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Piki's like, do you like who did this to you? Do you know?
He points up to the tower.
Oh, he's up there right now.
He nods.
Oh. Well, is there anything that? Yeah, I think we're gonna try to. We gotta go get something from up there. I think. We're gonna try to go up there. Is there anything we should like be careful about? Like, is it just him, or is there some other people? I can roll persuasion too. Or
He doesn't seem to know a whole lot about it. He kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't know.
all right, Mr. April, you stay right here. And then Piki like turns around and is like, I think we can just go inside.
I think so.
Yeah. So he.
I think we should.
Yeah.
try.
He kind of seems like he sort of turns turns
more
away
than
as if he's not pretending he didn't see you. What did you say,
Yeah,
Red
well,
Mage?
There's more than just this one ape. There's at least one bear and then a few more apes as well.
Correct.
We
This
should
is-
probably
this is
look
just
at
the-
it, be stealthy.
This is
We
just
should
the
still
first
try
one.
to-
This is just the only one that woke up, and you happen to convince him, like, okay, maybe I could let you do your thing, but you don't know anything
Yeah,
else about
he's
the
got
other
our
ones yet.
backs.
Yeah, we are gonna go in, but we're gonna be stealthy. We're gonna be quiet.
Keep sneaking.
Yeah, exactly.
Always be sneaking.
We're sneaky bitches.
Always be sneaking. I'll say, I mean, you guys are pretty close, probably to the first ramp right now. So no one else has awoken just yet. It was just the one. So what do you do?
Alright.
Go
Keep walking,
inside.
like-
So
Quiet.
so what you're looking at right now is, again, 3 platforms, a short one to your right, a middle one, a large middle one, and then a tall one to your left. So the most direct route, unless you're doing anything else, the most direct route is to go up the ramp to your right to the garden platform, and then from there go up to the middle platform because there's a little bridge connecting them. So is that what you're doing?
Yes, I would like
Yeah.
to see if I can spot any traps. Maybe perception
Go ahead.
or investigation. Can I do investigation?
Sure.
Ooh, 13.
As far as you can see, no other traps. You know, obviously he had the animals sort of sitting out in front, but you don't see any traps right now.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
So Rastix is going to continue to try to use Deck Magic to sweep for anything, as he's also trying to look out for some more mundane traps as well.
Okay,
So I'd like to also try that investigation.
go ahead.
I would like to try, but apparently the dice have other plans.
Yes.
So as
So
far
that's
as
an
you know, you see this platform and you see a ramp heading up to the big platform. That's all you know right now.
Alright, so I'm thinking we could creep up it.
Okay, you get to the
Alright.
door. What do you do with it?
We're going to examine it to see, first of all, if it's locked, and second of all, if it's trapped.
It does appear to be locked.
Okay, and roll and investigate to see if it's trapped.
Go ahead.
Did a little bit of damage.
Oh boy, I got a whole whopping 11.
No trap
It's
that
like
you
one
see.
of my best skills. Alright,
Sometimes the dice do not speak well to you,
It's locked.
so,
but it's locked. you
Well-
know that much.
well, I also know that I have thieves' tools and proficiency with them.
Okay,
Ooh.
gonna go ahead and try to pick them.
Because I am. So that should be
Thank you.
dexterity plus my proficiency bonus.
Mhm.
And nothing set up to roll that, so I'll just add the proficiency bonus manually. So that's a 15.
A 15. You work on this lock and you hear a little, and it seems like you have successfully unlocked the door.
Okay. I'm gonna start by cracking the door open a little bit. See if there's any like light coming in from inside.
You crack open the door. It doesn't seem to be much light inside, aside from there are the gaps of windows. So you see some dim
Right.
illumination from just like moonlight outside, but no lights are on in this room that you're seeing right now. I'll say as you peek in, you kind of see it looks like the first thing you see is kind of like a combination like library / lab kind of place.
And there's no one in there that we can see?
Not right now, nope.
Okay.
So yeah, I
Not that
gotta
you can
open
see
the door
anyway.
a little more to get a better look.
So you walk in. Who has dark vision? Do you all have dark vision?
I have dark
Nope.
vision.
Rastix
Yeah.
does.
Rastix does. I think half the party has
Yeah,
it.
Rastix and Jolly do. So Kori and Piki, you're not seeing a whole lot. Like again, kind of think of like when you walk around at night and there's a little dim light. You can sort of see some shapes. You can't see a whole lot right now unless anyone creates any light. But Rastix and Jolly, you look around the room. You can see some like untidy bookshelves around the walls. There's some work tables with a bunch of like papers and notes on them, diagrams and things like that.
Right.
Um,
Okay. Well,
yeah, Piki can't see anything.
Yeah,
so
you're like, what's going on?
she's kind of like,
I don't. I'll lead the party by their hands if they want. I'm still.
aw, Piki grabs your hand.
Nice.
With the
I-
winged fingers.
Yeah.
I can use my magical tinkering to give you guys a light, but the question is
I don't
whether or
need
not
it.
you want to do that right now.
No, it's cool. I like
Probably
holding
not
hands.
best.
Okay. I will say that you kind of look at the table closer. You can see that there's like complicated anatomical diagrams of various beasts and monsters and things like that. As you make your way through the room, it seems like the tower is sort of divided into 3 sections. The first section is the one that you entered, and it was sort of the library and lab. And as you sort of look in the other half of the room, it seems like one side is kind of like a sitting room, and the other one is like a dining room and kitchen. And now that I've sort of described the whole thing to you, I'll give you a picture in Discord so you can sort of see better what we're looking at here. I didn't want to send it before because it was going to give you like the whole layout of everything,
Yeah.
but I'll send it now. Give me a second.
Okay.
I guess the same could be said about me, though.
Is the sheep just still outside, like in the?
Yeah,
woods
he was sort of waiting outside. He figured you guys, he took you to where you needed to be. You're there. He led you to where you needed to be, and he's like, I'm gonna stand back while you guys complete this plan because I'd rather not like die. So.
Fair enough.
At some point, Piki has like communicated. She's like whispering, like, I think Mr. Sheep is like gonna do like a 1-2 switcheroo. She's like, I don't trust him.
You know, I kind of thought that a little bit. I kind of thought that maybe this is going to be one of those situations where you help out a friend and it turns out that they stab you in the back. Like that.
So I sent the picture in Discord. This is the scene that we've been describing the whole time. You guys kind of came from the south end of this clearing. You see the outhouse there. The 2 huts were on the left-hand side there. You just went up this first ramp on the right to that little garden platform, and then made it into this big platform in the middle, and that's where you are right now.
This is lovely.
All right.
Beautiful.
So thinking we need to make our way up to those bed chambers in the final area.
Yeah.
Going through doors.
Should we look and see if the wand is around? Do you still have detect magic? Can you detect anything?
I have a feeling Ahmed wouldn't let that wand out of his sight
Yeah.
after stealing it.
Agreed.
fair.
Yeah, so when you had detect magic on earlier, well, you probably still have it on now too. You were detecting it from the tallest tower, which was the last one.
Right.
Okay. Sure, yeah,
okay.
let's go.
Okay.
So
Okay.
more sneaky.
Yeah, we
More
got our nice
sneaky,
flavor
sneaky.
text.
Okay,
It's a
before we
little-
actually leave here, it's gonna be important for you guys to be able to see if this breaks into a fight. So, I can give you, I could basically give a tiny object the ability to shed bright light in a 5-foot radius, and then another 5 feet of dim light. So if you guys like have something you can hold on to that you want to be able to, well, if I do that, it's going to constantly shed the light. But if you have something you can put away and then pull back out if you need to see.
Okay. Let's see here. I have well,
Piki has a
It could
pet.
be like it's like a rock or something.
Piki
I
has a
have-
pet mouse.
A pet
My
mouse?
pet mouse glow.
A pet mouse is
Aw.
not an object.
It's my other possession.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a creature.
the only thing I have in my other possessions is a love letter, so you can do that, and I can just have part of it sticking out of my shirt.
I'm sure there's something in the room you can grab.
I don't have
I-
to hold on to this one though. I can just
Did
let
you
it peek
did
out
you
of my
write the love
bra.
letter or receive the love letter?
It is a love letter I received.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, wrote it to yourself. Little self-love is
Oh,
is
I
important from
would.
time to time.
I would.
Piki
I
grabs
keep
like
it.
a book or something. I mean, Piki's not really concerned. She doesn't really care about light right now, so she's like, whatever, just here, holds up a book.
Okay.
Can we see
well,
light
then,
coming from the?
Wait, you can't read.
Yeah, that's why this is gonna be my flashlight.
yes. Well,
Okay.
I'm sure spending time with the book will still be rather illuminating.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Got it.
Ha ha.
Oh,
Piki doesn't
Okay,
get it.
You
Um,
will in a moment. I'm
So-
gonna use my action to use magical tinkering on the book to give it the ability to shed some light.
And of my love letter.
Sure, why not? I can do this with up to 3 objects.
Yay!
So you have a shining love letter. Piki's got this book that's glowing, and anything
She's
else?
like holding it above her head.
I've
Light.
got my eyes.
You've got
It
your
must
eyes.
be nice
Your
to just
special
have your
eyes.
eyes.
My special
Okay,
eye.
now-
My friend.
Well, that means that it might be a good idea to like hide the light until we're ready.
I
Put it
have
under
in
a bushel
in my
basket.
bra.
He's
Yeah,
like,
Piki's like shoving it. It's
Like-
kind of a big
oh,
book.
actually, yeah,
She's, like,
I know,
shoving it
I know.
under her.
Piki,
Like put it in your shirt or something. I don't know.
Piki and Jolly.
Yeah.
Piki, Jolly, and Kori are all female, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Rastix is male. Okay. So you stuck it in. You stuck a shiny love letter inside your bra.
Yeah.
Piki's just holding this book up. Yeah. So you have a few illuminated objects here. You have not seen anybody in this room. You're assuming that Ahmed Noak is in his in the other tower, which is probably his bedroom. And that's where you're
Makes
sensing the
sense.
magic. So what are you doing? You get up to if you're going up to the door, you find that it's locked yet again.
Okay, so
Right.
first of all, I've consulted my spells and they're totally useless for this situation. So
Oh,
I
good.
will not be
Same.
casting any.
Hilarious.
Well, you didn't know what kind of situation you were going to be getting into, so
No.
Yeah.
You never know.
you never know.
Life is
I
a big
am a
ball
little
of
bit
chaos.
tanky though. I
Mhm.
know I can't unlock the door. I don't know what everyone else's AC is, so I'm willing to go second after the person who unlocks the door, or first once it's unlocked.
Well, as it
Ella.
turns out, the person here that can unlock the door is also the tank.
Okay, I go
Hilarious.
second.
Open the door.
So I'm gonna go
Alright.
ahead and do another dexterity check with those tools.
Okay.
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, that thing, just the doorknob basically falls off,
Yeah. That's
but
the
in a
doorknob.
quiet way.
But in a
In a
quiet way.
quiet way. You caught it before it hit the floor.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming this is the door to the second room in the central area.
No. So the central area
Or-
was all kind of one big thing that was just separated into 3 sections.
Okay.
So this would be the door actually to the last tallest tower at the end there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm
Assuming
mounted up.
assuming that's what you guys had walked up to.
Yeah.
That's where we would be heading. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and mount up and I'll go ahead and draw my longsword here.
Okay. How are you entering the room?
Well, now that it does not have a doorknob, I'm thinking we're gonna go with the classic adventuring style.
You gonna bust in?
Gonna kick down the door and rush in.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So
Do
you
it.
so you kick down the door, you rush in, and Ahmed Noak is very surprised. He was sleeping. You have woken him up, but you all do get a surprise round. But I guess let's roll initiative.
The one guy got 1 kill, 8 assists.
Are we
Mhm.
fighting in his tiny bedchambers?
I mean, the fight might not stay in there, but like we definitely got to have some turns basically. But like I said, you all get surprised, so he's not gonna get to act on his first turn here.
We bursted in.
You burst
I got,
in.
I got a really high one.
Okay, go ahead and
No.
give me your rolls.
I got 21.
21.
Wow. I got
21.
19.
I got 20.
Okay, nice.
Super
got
high
16.
stuff.
Dang, you guys can't
Wow.
be beat with these rolls here. You said 19, Piki,
Wow.
Yeah, 19.
and how much did Jolly get?
16.
16. All right.
Wow.
Let me go ahead and roll for
Oh,
Ahmed.
only 16.
Can probably play more. Get off.
Ahmed got 20. But he's
Yeah.
surprised, so he's not going right now.
Yeah.
And let's see.
I
Rastix,
do
or
have
Good guy.
that
Rastix, what's your dex again?
14.
14. And Ahmed got.
Let's play this guy.
Just roll another d20 for me.
The main stuff that I went and looked at.
2.
Okay. All right. Surprise round. So first up, Kori, you get to make a move.
Leather fetch.
Okay, so
You had a mana crypt.
And
I'm
obviously,
going
Ahmed Noak's like,
to-
"What are you all doing here? Who are you?"
Expensive stuff, but
Why? That's why. Oh my god. All right, how can I close with him?
Can you? Yeah. He's in a tiny bedroom. Like the only thing is you're gonna have to move past your party. But yeah, you can get into the bedroom.
I'm gonna push my way through. I'm beaten ass.
He's like in his
Let's-
bed. Like he just shot up from his bed and he's like, "What is happening?"
See, the trick is to try to get him right in the nose.
Oh my gosh.
My grandpa taught me that. Ah, fuck. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Well, shit. I'm gonna use key points.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Flurry of blows. Let's go.
Okay.
What the fuck? 12.
12 hits.
Oh, thank God.
Why is this guy so weak?
He was
Wizard.
sleeping in his pajamas.
6 damage.
He's sleeping in his pajamas and he's more of a caster than
Yeah.
he's not very strong. You know, he's not.
Yeah,
wearing
they don't
any
wear
or
armor
anything.
and stuff.
Yeah, wizards are basically the Batman of D&D. If you give them prep time, they will take anything out. But
But
we
if he's
just caught him
surprised
without
there-
prep.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit."
Yeah, I rolled a 10 on that second one.
That's not hit. So you only hit with one
No.
kick then, right?
Oh boy, 1 kick.
All right. How much damage did you do to
One
him?
stomp. It was 6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is Rastix.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and rush in there. I'm going to use my bonus action to tell Chocobro to grab him.
Okay. That's
So
gonna be another
that's
grapple
gonna
check,
be-
right?
Yep.
Okay.
So that is going to be the athletics. Oh, of freaking course, 9.
9. And you said I can use strength or dex, right? Basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. 9. Yeah, that
Rolling
does
a
not
saving
work.
3.
Ahmed's a little, he's a little slimy, a little snaky. You can't grab him.
Yeah, well, I also rolled a natural 3 there. Looking around real quick, do I see the wand?
It's gripped tightly in his hand. You imagine he was probably sleeping with it gripped in his hands.
All right, well, in that case, I'm not going to be able to grab it to keep him from him, so I am going to go ahead and have to resort to an attack. So, We're gonna go with Booming Blade.
Okay.
Roll that weapon attack here.
Uh-huh.
14
Hits.
For 7 damage.
Another 7.
And
Okay.
blah blah move. Blah blah if he moves. Blah blah thunder
Blah blah
damage.
blah. Yeah.
And
Next
that'll be it.
is Piki.
Okay. I have a tickle in my throat, but I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
um.
And looking at the dimensions of this room, I'd say like there's just enough room for all 5 of you to fit in there.
It's so small. It's kind of weird.
I mean, if you count each
5.
square as 5 feet, that's actually a decent amount of room. But
Okay, 1 second. Let's see here. Piki is kind of like, why was this guy like sleeping without any defenses at all? Like with this wand clutched to his chest. She just thinks it's kind of weird. She's gonna cast, excuse me, a spell
a spell.
called
Love it. Love it.
Hideous Laughter.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Yeah, or it's just Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
You know what it is.
You know.
So a character of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone. Yep.
Oh my
becoming
god! If you
incapacitated.
end this combat right now just because you can't stop laughing, okay.
It's a pretty good spell.
At the end of yeah, let's wisdom saving throw.
The good thing is he probably has a decent amount of wisdom.
Better not.
He better not.
13.
It's a wisdom saving throw of 13? You said.
Yes.
Okay. He does not save. So.
Oh, no.
So, wait. So okay, he can't. Basically, finds everything hilarious and falls prone. Is that what the effects of the spell are?
Yes.
So yeah, you hit him with this hideous laughter, and he's just like, can you believe? I can't believe you guys caught me in my PJs. And, what are you even doing here?
I die laughing.
and he falls to the bed. And what is it like? Does he just get to save on his next turn, basically?
At the end of each of his turns, he gets a save.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've surprised him. He cannot stop laughing. He's prone. He's fallen back onto his bed, still clutching his wand and cackling. And I guess that is Jolly. You have left to go. What do you do?
I wanna try and tie him up.
Okay. I'm assuming you probably have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got one of
do we
those.
do we need all 50 feet?
Do I
Probably.
have
He's a
to
slippery boy.
roll athletics, or could I maybe roll? I mean,
I guess what would you roll for that?
Like
could I roll
strength?
acrobatics?
I don't think so, unless you're like doing flips while you're tying the rope or something.
Well, he's-
Backflip, rope tie.
He is literally raffling, so he's not exactly moving or staying still for you to be able to tie up.
Yeah, let's
I don't want to make a strength roll,
I know, really
but I
bad.
can if I
let's
have
make it
to.
like I'm gonna call it like a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I can see that nimbly using the
Oh.
fingers.
Yes. A dexterity roll.
Finally, shit.
15.
Like you're trying to tie a nice little knot or something, like, you know.
Yeah, make it look good.
Yeah.
So I got a 15 on that.
Oh yeah, what is that, like a sailor's knot or a double
You're
Windsor?
right.
15. Yeah, I'd say with a 15, you tie him up fairly successfully. He's still kind of wriggling a little bit. You know, maybe it
Okay.
would possibly escape, but you got him tied up for now.
Can I use a bonus action to interact with that wand and snatch it?
I'm gonna say your action was tying him up. I don't think you can have another action to grab his wand.
Yeah, generally the only time you can do something as a bonus action is if something explicitly gives you the ability.
Okay.
So
Well, that's
unless you'd
all
like to
I've got.
bonus
I
action with
just-
anything else, you can. But
I have some questions for him.
okay.
I don't have any other activities I'd like to do.
I would say while he is cackling, he's probably not going to answer your questions very successfully because he cannot
Yeah.
stop laughing.
It is true.
Can we get the spell to not be on him?
Yeah, but
I guess you could. Can you
Is
drop
it
that at will?
concentration? Is it concentration?
I wouldn't do that just yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on a second.
Yeah.
It is concentration up to 1 minute.
We need to get that wand away from him
Yeah,
and maybe
so-
like get his hands
Alright.
bound.
Who's next?
I'll move on.
So okay, so next, that was the surprise round. Next would be him. So I guess he's just gonna try to stop laughing.
Yeah.
And it's just another save, right?
Right
Yeah.
at the end of his turn.
Yeah. So I mean, he's not gonna do anything else on his turn, so that's essentially going to be the end of his turn.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
He fails again. Keeps laughing. He's not stopped.
Wow.
Yay!
Oh,
Kiki
well,
loves this.
that's his
She's
turn.
like laughing as well.
This is great. I'm so like I just love the
Yes.
the problem solving here. Rastix. Oh no,
Yes,
sorry.
yes.
I'm sorry. No, Kori is next.
Aha. So
Wait.
I am gonna.
Kori rolled a 21
Try and-
originally.
Right.
I
But
did.
he rolled a 20. Is what got me
Oh.
confused there.
You're right. So retcon that, Kori, you would go first, and then on his turn he's gonna try to. I'm gonna keep the roll
Okay,
for
so-
his save, but you go
Ah.
Yeah,
before.
yeah. I was confused because I remembered that I went immediately after him because we both rolled 20s.
Right. Yeah. So
Oh,
Kori, he has not tried to save just yet. It's your turn.
I want to wrestle the wand from his fingers.
Probably not going to be very hard because he's laughing uncontrollably. So let's just do a dexterity check with advantage.
Okay. It's a dexterity saving. Dexterity.
Just like a flat
With
check,
what?
basically. Dexterity with
Check.
advantage, so you can roll twice and take the higher one. You can also hold shift when you're rolling it to automatically do.
Only if he's using beyond 20.
Oh, yeah, you're
that's
right.
definitely not what I do it. All right. Well, that was a 19.
Oh,
Yeah. You get your hand right in there and just snatch it from his
Snatch.
hands. You
Yeah,
snatched his wig.
Smashed his weave.
Um,
Fine.
So that was your action. He once again tries to stop laughing. I'm going to use the roll I already used, so he fails. So essentially, you guys can sort of choose to do what you want to do from here. I mean, we're still in the rounds if you want, or I'll just let you. Essentially, the combat's over. He's incapacitated, and no one else has come to his aid. So,
yeah. I was gonna have Chocobro try to pin him again and then tie him up.
He's
okay.
tied
Well,
up.
he's already kind of tied up. You
Yeah.
can have. I'll let you have Chocobro try to pin him with advantage.
All right. So we definitely need to ask him some questions.
Interrogation.
Yes. So I'm thinking there's a couple things that we need to know. I think we should get his side of the story in general, though.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are we ready to
Mhm.
make him stop laughing now?
Let's make him
Did-
talk.
We got it. If we got his hands specifically bound, then yes.
He's tied up,
I'll say you probably. I mean, he's lost at this point. You've got him down. Chocobros. Did you roll for Chocobro pinning him or no?
Yeah, 22.
Okay, yeah. So between the
Okay.
tying and the pinning, he's pretty helpless at this point.
Okay, so Piki stops this spell. She's still kind of laughing herself, though.
And he's just like, oh my god, Ugh. That was awful.
That's so funny.
Why? Why would you do that? Give me my wand back.
Well, it was either that or with a stabbing.
The sheep said that it's his.
Yeah, is that
sheep-
really your wand?
The sheep sent you. It's rightfully mine.
Why?
By
Said
what
who?
right?
I took it and it made it mine.
Well, that's not how that works.
Did you turn the sheep into a sheep?
I did, but
Did
he
you turn
but he
people
deserved
into
it.
animals?
Why did
Did
you
you
do
turn
to
people
deserve
into
the
animals and
sheeping?
make them into bodyguards?
The sheepening.
Yeah, yes, I had to practice my magic, but I
Well,
did
that's
it.
rude.
I turned him into a sheep because he never learned to appreciate me. I was his apprentice,
Well,
and he was supposed to train me, but for years and years, he treated me like an intern. He made me clean. He made me cook, just reciting answers all day long, and I
Reciting answers, so like he was
take
actually
it.
teaching you.
Rote memorization is not learning.
It's called foundational knowledge, dipshit.
Piki's like,
Fair.
the sheep kind of did seem like a dick, so.
I mean, yeah, he totally seemed like a dick,
He
but I mean,
does,
at that
but-
point, you would just go find a different person to apprentice for.
Not turn him into sheep.
Powerful wizards are not exactly easy to come by.
And yet you alienated the one teacher you had.
He never taught me. He never taught me anything. I
how
needed to. It was taking too long.
It's taking too long. I agree.
You humans, always so impatient. You do not learn eldritch mastery over reality itself in a week.
I
If you
mean,
want power like that instantly, go find a devil to sell your soul to.
that's also an option.
Warlocks are a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like you took the sentience away from a bunch of people for something that could have been solved
They
in
didn't
couples
lose their
therapy.
sentience.
Yep.
They still know what they're doing. They just happen
They
to
don't
inhabit
talk.
animal bodies.
It's rude.
Yeah, actually when it comes to the whole sentience thing, polymorph is a pretty dangerous game to be playing. It's very, very easily possible for them to actually lose their intelligence like that and actually become the animals you physically turn them into. But that's not something you would know if you skipped learning all the foundational knowledge, you putz.
Yeah, did Mr. Sheep teach you that?
I don't owe you any answers.
Okay,
You-
well,
Well, you either owe us the answers, or we owe you a fall off that balcony over there head first.
I
I mean,
wouldn't
we
do
could just send
it.
them to jail. We could, right? Like the laws of the
No.
land still exist.
He said, "What?
Throwing
What do you
time.
want from me?
Whose jurisdiction do we fall under
you've
out
got
here?
me tied up. You've got this metal bird sitting on me. I don't know what you want from me at this point.
I want all your gold. Give me.
All your money.
Take it."
So
He
I
Do
think
it.
what we should be doing here is I should probably take the wand and spend some time trying to figure out how to use it. And by figuring out how to use it, I mean on this guy here.
no.
It's not yours either, though.
On me? Okay, not
Yeah,
on me.
but here's the thing: we don't
Sure.
trust the guy. We don't trust our sheeple friend really to not
yeah.
backstab us.
wake up, sheeple.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
the
LOL.
I think what we should
he
do
had his
here
story
is take
corroborated.
charge. Right, but I think we should take charge of the wand long enough to turn everyone back.
Yeah, we can do that.
Can you do
Yeah.
that?
Well, if this guy could do it.
So you're studying the wand?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
All right. Let me double check my features here real quick. That's only the history. Okay. I got a whopping 12.
A whopping 12.
Tipping that 7.
You can't tell much about it. You can see that the wand seems to have probably a few charges in it, and you can see that the wand it looks like it's been modified to some degree. Like it's It's got like a bulbous rune inscribed iron band on it, and you see some cracks along the length of the wand. So it's obviously been sort of tinkered with, but you don't really know what exactly that would do to it.
Okay. So new plan. I think we should spend a little time, about a day, so that I can long rest again.
A day.
So that I can swap out detect magic for identify.
What does that do?
It identifies.
Okay.
It'll give me more insight as to
It'll tell you more
wand,
about the wand, yeah.
how it works, what I can do, how many charges it has, things like that.
About how far away
That way
are
I don't
we
have to
from the
blindly
town?
use it.
So I mean, it is nighttime now. So
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys are just gonna sleep like in his house while he's also like tied up.
While the
or...
sheep is outside, like I think we should maybe bring 2 and 2 together, and we don't have to give him the wand, but
We could enlist the aid of his bodyguards to guard his body.
I
I'd
actually
be
just
too worried
take
they'd let
this
him out.
man to jail. I will cart him out to town, and I will come back if it's just a few hours.
It's up to Jesus.
Steven.
You say Steven?
Steven.
Thievin. Okay. So yeah. So
Yeah.
all right. So what are you doing? What are you guys doing? You've got the wand. You've got him tied up. What's happening?
I think we should go talk to Mr. Sheep.
So are you leaving Ahmed tied up in here, or?
Nah, I'm gonna
Well,
carry him
if-
downstairs with me.
So we've got some options. I think we could probably let everybody do what they want. You know, you could stay here with the wand, and you could go take him to jail, and we could go talk to Mr. Sheep so I can do an insight check again.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We're just taking this guy to jail. Like that's all.
He's
Now-
a thief,
Yeah.
and he must pay for his crimes.
His crimes are a little more severe than just being a thief.
Well, I mean, like what else?
Turning people into
I-
animals.
That's
I
true.
mean, is that
I
We
may
did
be
strictly
kill one
in
of
the
them.
rule book, though?
But I feel like murdering someone I don't have to kill who isn't actively harming me is not
Oh,
in line with-
I'm not advocating for killing him. I'm just
Well, we can't
straight up
just
saying
leave
that.
That's
him.
unfortunate.
Oh, very much
Yeah,
no.
he needs to go to jail. Yeah,
My opinion is either put him in jail or put him in an animal body. But we don't know how many charges this wand has left.
Oh, Piki likes that
Very
idea.
true.
He likes turning
Like,
into an
turn
animal.
him into something. Yeah, turn him into something.
Yeah, but we don't know
Alright,
how many
well-
charges the wand has left. So
Mm,
Yeah, you're
I don't want
supposed
to
to
use
figure
it
out.
until we cut. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we need the identify spell.
That's what I said.
All right.
You
So
do that.
Okay.
who's doing what?
All right. Why don't you two stay here, and we're gonna go talk to Mr. Sheep and
mhm,
learn some stuff.
mhm.
Yeah.
Chocobro, keep your eye on this guy. Meanwhile, I'm going to pillage all the notes on the magical research.
Good luck.
I'm gonna search the whole house up and down for any gold I can find.
Yeah.
All right.
Go talk to Mr. Sheep.
It's not really hard to search at this point, obviously, because you're the only guy sleeping in here is all incapacitated. You find a chest that he keeps like a footlocker at the end of his bed, essentially, and you find about 20 gold pieces in there. That's really about it. He doesn't really keep any money anywhere else. He just kind of kept it in his room.
Broke ass.
Bro, guys. That's why he's trying to be a powerful wizard. He's essentially an unpaid intern for a very long time. So it might not
That's
even be
so
his.
sad.
It might not even be his
As
gold.
a current unpaid intern, I feel for this man.
Yeah, it might not even really be his gold. It probably was Finithir's, if anybody. But
Well,
so-
he owes us payment.
so you're searching. You searched and you found his gold. And Chocobro's watching Noke. And what else is happening?
We're gonna go talk
Rastix
to-
is literally taking the magical research notes. Then.
Okay,
Jumping
you're
into
just
the
like
back.
you're just like studying the wand and like taking whatever notes you can find and that kind of thing. Or you mean
That is
his research notes? Is that what you meant?
the research. Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
ones in the other room.
Okay. Yeah. So like I said, there's a bunch of diagrams of different animals that he was trying to transform people into. Learning their anatomy, that kind of thing. You see like some sketches of the wand and like how he could modify it and stuff like that. So that's what Rastix is doing. How about Kori and Piki?
We're gonna go talk to Fenethir,
Mr. Sheep.
Mr. Sheep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that you're able to get back out to where he is without making more stealth rolls. All the animals are deep asleep at this point.
Yeah.
And you
Plus,
go.
they're our friends now.
Well, one of them was your friend. You didn't talk to the other ones.
That's our friend. I mean, one is all right. Let's be honest.
And so you make it past. You find Fenethir Shine Bright in the clearing, and or not in the clearing, but in the woods. And he is also sleeping. Like it's just a really cute little sheep on the ground, just sleeping.
Aw.
And
So cute.
We're gonna have to kill him soon. I just know it.
I'm sure if you click him enough, he'll explode.
Exactly. You shake him awake or kick him, or what do you do?
I say his name in his voice to him.
He's like, huh? What? Oh, you're back. Did you find the wand?
We have to ask you some more questions while the others are working on it.
Okay, what?
Well, we wanted to just make sure that we've got your story straight while we're helping you. So if you could just tell us your story again, that would be extremely helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
I
see
watch
him
police
as
TV.
much as a sheep's brows can furrow. They furrow. They look like kind of frustrated and annoyed. Like, okay, I don't see the point of repeating this, but as I was saying, up until 2 years ago, I owned and worked out of this tower on the outskirts of town. I was a wizard. I made this wand of true polymorph, which was my prized possession. One night, my apprentice, Ahmed Noak, stole my wand, was standing over me, and turned me into this. I was a prisoner, but I escaped last night with this scroll, and I found you guys. Need the wand to turn back into myself, and I want to reclaim my tower. That's the story.
Okay. I want insight check him now. 13. Is he a fibber?
As far as you can tell, he's pretty much telling you at least what he believes to be the truth. You maybe get the sense that he feels a little bit guilty about Noak, but he doesn't really seem to have a reason
wants his
to
wand
be
back.
lying about this. Yeah, absolutely, he wants his wand back.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you know why he stole the wand from you? Like, aren't you guys buds if you're apprentice and master?
I mean, I thought we had a good thing going on. I did the magic, and I taught him the way that I was taught, and he would make the meals. He was a pretty decent cook, I figured one day he could learn to be a wizard like me. I thought things were cool, but apparently not.
Oh, so you were teaching him?
Yeah, of course I was teaching him. I was, teaching him. I told him to copy spells down and read them back and forth and you gotta study.
That's true, I guess. Piki doesn't know anything about studying or anything like this.
Yeah, Piki's like, I don't know how magic works. I guess whatever.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
I'm a bard. I just play songs and stuff happens.
I shriek out of my
Pretty
mouth.
much.
Stuff happens.
Pretty much. I know
Damn.
Vistas.
Okay, I guess I don't really know.
I mean, I guess, and keep in mind, Fenethir is an elf who lives for hundreds of years, and Noak is a human.
That's true.
So to him, he's like, yeah, you just got to take your time and learn to do magic. Yeah. But to Noak, that amount of time probably seemed like a much larger portion of his life.
So we
Makes
were
sense.
talking to Mr. Noak about why he did this.
Right,
We're
jerk.
just like, just chatting. And it seems like he's a little upset, I think he
He's
just
upset. I'm
really.
the one that's a sheep. Look at me.
Yeah,
Bah.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, he was just kind of saying that he was like, wanted to be like you so bad, but he just like felt like it wasn't happening fast enough. It just seems like he really just wants to be like you, and that's, I guess, why he took you on. I'm not really sure.
Yep.
I mean, I guess. But he's just a selfish boy who just thinks he can just be powerful without any effort. What?
Well, so what
It's
do
only
you?
been like 5 years.
5 years
Can I
is
go
a pretty long
downstairs
time.
and join the rest of the party?
What's
Yeah.
up?
Can I go downstairs, join the rest of the party,
Sure.
get filled in?
Questioning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you make it down and you kind of catch like the middle of this conversation.
Mhm.
Well, so what are
See,
you
I
gonna?
feel like, I feel like this is like most of those situations where everything could have been avoided if there had simply been some communication.
Well, he never told me anything was wrong.
Well, I know. I'm not saying it was your fault. I'm saying there's a lack of communication.
Well, can't really do much a whole lot about that now, can I?
So
I
I want to
mean,
ask
not with your
him
little sheep thingies.
Yeah.
about
So
how we
if I could
turn
turn back
all the
into a not a
people-
sheep, that'd be great.
Thingies.
You go ahead
Not
and get that
exactly
wand, that'd be
hooves.
great.
Maybe there are hooves. Do sheep have hooves?
Yes. They're
I have
cloven
no
animals.
idea.
Yeah, cloven
Yeah.
hooves.
Hooves. Yeah, and little hooves.
Well, the wand did look kind of different than what you told us about. Do you think you could really turn everyone back with it?
Oh, you want me to turn other people back? I just wanted to turn me back.
Well, yeah,
Looks
all
like the
the.
rest of them work for me.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm not really there to contribute, but I don't think that these other people here ever worked for the elf.
Really?
I think that these are people that the apprentice kind of just kidnapped and experimented on.
I'll
Which,
ask
for the
the sheep.
record, is yeah, I'd like to point out this guy saw absolutely no problem with magically experimenting on random people. He's clearly a sociopath.
Yeah, he needs to be taken to jail. Or you could let me throw him off the balcony.
I mean, they're probably both not great people.
Yeah.
But
They both kind of
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
He goes, men
We
can't
were looking at
communicate.
the
What is
wand.
this?
yeah, right. Like, do men just ever talk? Gosh.
I hate men.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, the problem with the apprentice is a little more than just not communicating. Like he's a sociopath.
Well, yeah, but did he have to sociopath out, or could he have just been like, "Hey, you're not treating me right"?
men don't know how to talk about their feelings.
Men
It's
suck.
easy. Know how you feel and say something. If you
All
see
right.
something, say something.
Well, I
Well,
think we definitely should try to get this wand to fix the other people, because these guys suck, so I don't know.
Yes. I think we need to switch everyone back, and I say we don't tell neither one of them. Don't tell
So
them nothing about it.
So I'm gonna say, you had this conversation. You waited till morning, probably. Rastix, you've had time to swap out your spells. Everybody can go ahead and get the benefits of a long rest. Again, if you'd like.
I don't even think I did anything.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really. You kind of were able to avoid much combat.
I used
So.
to keep point.
You did.
Right.
So, Rastix, I assume you cast Identify on this wand.
Virtually, yeah. So that's going to teach me its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any.
So basically, I'm going to tell you this whole block of information that I have about it.
Pretty much.
So yeah, you cast Identify. It is indeed a modified Wand of True Polymorph. You sense that it has 2 charges remaining. Well, really 2 charges each day, actually, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 charges which reset each day. It does require attunement to use for at least 1 hour. And you also learn that the modifications that have been done to it have left it extremely unreliable, meaning there could be some negative consequences if you fail while using it. Would your Identify spell teach you like DCs and stuff like that too?
It doesn't specifically call that out, but I might give me an idea of generally how difficult it might be.
Okay.
That's up to you.
All right. Well, I will say that yeah. So you can tell, looking at the cracks in this wand and the modifications, it seems like it would be pretty risky to use. If you were to use it successfully, it would certainly work the way a true polymorph should. But if you were to fail it, it would probably transform you into something that you are not attempting to transform into. It may or may not cause some damage, and
The user or the target?
the target.
Okay.
But if the wand fails, it could break. Like you see, the wand is already cracked.
Right.
And you also know that true polymorph cannot be undone by any spell lower than 9th level, and cannot be canceled by ending concentration.
Right.
So that's what Identify teaches you.
Okay. So I will spend the hour to attune to it.
Okay. You do that.
So the question is, do we want to start with the victims here? The innocent victims who weren't directly involved with everything to begin with? Or do we want to start with the elf?
Did you guys ever tell Finithir that you
Victim.
found the wand, by the way? I don't know if you specified that.
No.
You kind of were just
No.
like, we have
Never told
questions. so he
Yeah,
so he
no,
doesn't
I deliberately
Okay,
didn't
so
tell
he
him
doesn't know
shit.
that you have the wand yet.
Yeah.
I
Um,
think
Do the
if
victims
anyone
first.
could get the wand working in proper condition, it would probably be him.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing,
but
though.
the
I feel like
question
if we
is,
do him first, he's not gonna want us to do the other one.
Then we just kick his ass.
Because
I
again,
mean,
as you
like,
learn, the wand only has 2
But he's
charges a
got
day.
the
So
wand.
it's
a day?
only
Oh, that's
2 a day. So it's pretty limited in its use for at least per day.
it's just a matter of time. And I don't
unless it
distrust
breaks.
this guy.
I do very much so. He
I-
seems
I
like.
don't-
Well, I mean, it just he seems like a jerk. So he seems like the kind of person who would be like, "No, I'm keeping them like this." You know, like.
You know, I don't think he would like want to keep them like this, but I think he wouldn't care about changing them back.
Yeah, I think this guy's just careless. But if we say to him, "Listen up, fuckwad, you're gonna change them back," then he'd say, "Okay, yeah, if you say so." And then I'm gonna say, "I took all your gold, by the way. You said I could."
That makes sense. That checks out.
I think you could skip that last part and just not let him know about the gold. He'll figure that out on his own.
Yeah,
He said I could.
he'll know. He's a powerful wizard and stuff. He can do all kinds of things. Wait a minute, not wizard. You know what they, the thing,
The
the
thing.
other magic one. Or he is a wizard. I
Warlock?
don't remember.
All right, so I think
Yeah, so
what might
Rastix is
be-
now attuned, and what are you doing? What are we doing?
I think the approach here might be to talk to the elf first, let him know that we are doing this under the express condition that he then helps us change the others back. That they are victims of a situation that he is quite involved in. He bears some partial responsibility for the actions of his apprentice, and these are
domestic
innocent
dispute.
victims that resulted from his carelessness, and he has a responsibility to help change them back.
Are you telling him this right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
No,
I was
no,
gonna
this
ask him
is
that
me
too.
discussing
Okay.
discussing it with the party so we can decide an approach together.
Okay, just clarifying.
Yep, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys bring the wand out to him, meet him in the forest. Is that what you're doing? Or
Right.
are you bringing him up to the tower, or?
It's his house. He come
Bring him
back.
in.
Okay.
I don't
The
want him
other
to get
guy's
eaten
still in
out
there,
there.
right?
The other
Yeah.
guy's still
Because he's a
tied.
fucking
You left him
cheat.
tied up in the bedroom all night, pretty much.
Yeah.
Being
Choco
guarded
watched
by
him.
a construct that never gets exhausted.
He's
Yeah.
probably already peed himself. It's been so long.
Oh, we forgot about that.
So
We
you.
forgot about potty breaks.
I mean, I didn't.
Forgot.
Let me make him a
Or
con.
did-
I'm gonna make
or
him a.
didn't care.
I'm gonna make him a Constitution roll to see if he peed himself or not.
Yay! Pee!
Oh wait, that's the wrong dice. Whoops. No, he was able to hold it. He was able to hold it.
Wow, good for him.
He got that strong bladder.
Good for him.
Crazy.
So you brought Finthir into the tower now. Where is he? Did you bring him into the bedroom to see Noke as well, or are you keeping him in the central tower, or?
Central for now.
Okay.
I don't think we're ready for a reunion just yet.
Do you let him
No,
know
I don't really
or let him
think
see that you have the wand?
I'm thinking that once it's time to actually talk to him, then yeah, that's kind of going to be required.
Yeah.
Who's gonna talk to him?
He's assuming too. If you were able to get
good.
into the tower and let him access the tower, he's probably figuring like. So you guys must have found it, right? Where is it?
Yeah, let's slow our roll there. We need
Buddy
to talk
boy.
first. You see all those apes and that bear out there?
Yeah.
They're innocent people that your apprentice experimented on against their will. They're victims here. But you're not blameless in that. You are responsible for your apprentice. You are responsible for teaching him things like ethics.
Yeah.
You are responsible for making sure that you're not teaching someone who is a total sociopath who will experiment upon people against their will. So you bear some responsibility in making sure they get changed back.
What he said.
Oh, okay, I can do that if you change me back first.
Yeah, that's why we're talking right now. Your apprentice appears to have been experimenting on your wand. He's modified it, and it is a bit unstable.
It's icky.
So
I knew he didn't.
I
He
can't
didn't know what he was doing.
I cannot guarantee it's going to
Icky.
function properly when we try to turn you back.
Um.
It might even explode.
Who wants to draw straws?
He.
So as
Oh,
this is
I'm going to have
happening-
to be the one to use it
Okay, that's fine.
As this is
because I'm
happening,
probably the only one who can.
Well, you're the only
Yeah,
one
I
attuned
know.
to it right now, anyway. So.
yeah. As this is happening, Piki is like not paying attention because she's just like doesn't has the mental capacity for this kind of stuff.
She's like, this is too
And,
heavy for me.
She's like playing her viol in the background, just like a really like kind of motivational song, and she gives bardic inspiration to Rastix over here too, who seems to
Ooh.
be the inspirational speaker.
Okay. Yeah, like
So,
when sometimes you play a little like classical music to help yourself focus a little better. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told him about the potential dangers of turning back into himself. You see him kind of consider this for a second and consider the risks. I'm assuming though that you told him about the risk, but you still want him to do it, right? Like you're not going to try to talk him out of the dangers of it or anything.
I'm very much making sure he understands that that is something he has to do. He is responsible for the evil that has been inflicted upon those people.
Okay.
He's not culpable. It's not like let's throw him in jail. It's just he has a moral responsibility for fixing a mess that he was central in.
Okay. Yeah. So he considers your words. And he says, "Okay. Even risking my life is still better than spending the rest of my days like this.
Oh my god.
So
The cute little sheep.
you make a good point. I will help turn these people back if you do the spell."
Right.
He says the one last thing. He says, "If I do die, please send word to my old college, his college of magic,
Agreed.
so they know."
A few questions before we do this, though. First, do you have any kind of like picture of what you look like?
Is this like an online dating thing? Like if I'm too ugly?
No, it's more about what do I turn him into?
He rummages through.
Or does he have like some sort of idealized version of himself he wants to look like? Does he want to have the best like
We're doing
handsomest
favors
skin ever?
now.
Right.
Well, no,
Yes.
if I'm true polymorphing him, I have to like
You have to know
have an
what he's
image
gonna look
to
like.
turn him into, right?
He says, "Well, I've been stuck like this for about 2 years now. So I don't know if Noke has kept any photos of me, but let me look and see if I
What
can
is a
find something."
photo?
Any portraits of me. I did have some commissioned in my time that painted of me. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's kept any around, but let me see if I can find anything.
Well, let's look.
So you all kind of rummage around the room, and he kind of rummages around as well and looks through some of his strewn papers and things. And
There was another question I wanted to ask too.
Okay, go ahead and ask while he's looking.
Did you want like some free wool before we turn you back, or
What would I need
Uh,
that for?
That's really funny.
No.
Imagine just polymorphing yourself to be sheared all the time.
He
Free wool, baby.
he
just saying,
finds
you've probably been a sheep
That
long
sounds
enough for the
lucrative.
wool to get pretty thick.
right. Well, I'm assuming and hoping that in a few minutes I'm no longer going to have any wool, so it doesn't really bother me that it's long.
We
Right?
could do it
Well, just
first.
if you wanted a nice blanket.
A keepsake. A
but
memorial.
he keeps scrounging around a little bit, and he does find an old painting from his younger days, maybe about 50 years ago or so, which for an elf is not that long ago, but a bit younger. And he says that's about as close as we're gonna get.
Okay. So I'm gonna recommend the rest of the party not be in the room when I use the wand, just in case.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to change him back with one little caveat.
What's
I'm a
that?
gnome.
Okay.
I'm small. My sense of scale is a bit different.
Okay.
So
Oh,
when
no.
I'm picturing him about 4 feet tall.
Okay.
That's
All right. So I'm assuming I'm gonna have to roll something like Arcana.
Yeah. You're gonna attempt to cast this spell, True Polymorph, with his wand, and you are going to roll Arcana.
All right, and I will be using the Bardic Inspiration to add that D6 to this.
Great.
So let's start off with the Arcana roll itself. 21 on that. Let's roll the
Nice.
D6 to add to it. So that's a total of 26.
With a 26, you see this crackle of energy surge through the wand, come out the tip of it, hit this little sheep in front of you, and he turns into a 4-foot. Is that what you said, right? Like 4 feet?
Yes.
A 4-foot willow thin elf with straw-colored hair and extremely long nose. He's wearing loose blue robes and has on some comfy-looking slippers.
To be fair, I'm
Oh.
only like 3'3", so that's still pretty tall to me.
Yeah, for you, you're like, oh, nice. He says,
He can reach at least the middle shelf.
yeah. He says, congratulations. Thank you so much for doing this for me. I appreciate it, and I will stick to my word and help to turn these people back to what they were before. And I will also transmute anything mechanically up to 5th level for you, as long as you have the components.
Wow. What does that mean?
I don't have anything to transmute.
I have a mouse.
Can he make me gold?
I don't think he can make you gold. Essentially, you have completed
Spellcasting services.
the spellcasting services, and
Yay.
you have reached the end of our little adventure here.
Wow, nice work.
He's going, and he does stick true to his word. He's going to take in any guards that were polymorphed, and he's going to work to return them to their natural shapes.
Can we have a funeral for our skinned bear?
Thought we weren't talking
We
about
can.
that.
Oh, it never happened.
Piki just brings it up like, oh wait, what happened to that bear?
Oh my god.
We don't talk about that.
No one needs to know.
Yeah.
I think he might owe that family some compensation.
We'll
right.
do a little ending montage. What does the party do from here? You've successfully helped a bunch of people turn back to themselves and return this elf to its true form. I'll say that with your words, he does feel a bit bad about the way that he treated Ahmed, and though Ahmed still does have to do some time for the crimes he committed, they go a little bit easy on him.
No. No
Maybe
go.
He
he
really
needs
did
Or-
not like
help
Ahmed at all. I feel bad for him.
help rehabilitate
he
him by
inflicted-
having that good relationship.
He inflicted
I guess I should
some
say-
pretty severe body horror on a lot of people just because he wanted to do some research.
People go crazy in
Guy is
times
a-
of stress.
That's
Times of
true.
extreme
I'll say
stress.
he does go to jail. He does time
Yeah.
for his crimes. But I guess I should say they interpersonally there's not as much bad blood as there was, or at least Noke, or at least Finithir tries to sort of. No, I guess I guess I shouldn't say forgive him, because like you said, part of it was his fault as well. But he feels remorse for the way that he treated Noke.
Aww. I'm glad I
My-
wasn't forced to murder my
You-
friend, Mr. Fee.
You don't tell him that
Mr.
he
Fee.
that you took his 20 gold. He doesn't notice until quite a while later. He's just like, man, what did I do with that?
Nook probably spent it somewhere.
My
Yeah,
attention
that's
span is
fair.
short,
He's like,
so
that jerk.
I leave the group and run off to go do more dumb shit out in the woods.
Bye.
Like your little cat, you just kind of like leap away.
Yeah.
Nice.
See you later.
I find a
Um,
different mob to be a hitman for. And then I fall in love with the mob boss, and we live happily ever after in our murder spree, Diane.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now that we're done, I'll tell you what would have happened, what the other possible scenarios for the wand were. The
Ooh.
the DC was 17, so you beat it on the first roll already. That's pretty good. If you failed the roll by 5 or less, the spell would have transmuted him into a gibbering mouther, which is you know what that is. It is a hideous lump of seemingly random limbs, organs, and facial features.
Oh
Frozen
no.
bird.
And it's
Wow.
basically
Yeah.
mindless, and it would have fought and it would have attacked you.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you
That
had
would've made me
failed
sad.
if you had failed by more than 5, in addition to the ruin transformation, the wand explodes violently, dealing 1d12 force damage to all of you within 10
Oh.
feet
Wow.
Shit,
for
bro.
each remaining
That's
charge
pretty
of the
rough.
wand, and then
I said
this
getting hit
this
by a
kills the
barbarian.
wand. This destroys the wand. So
Wow.
yeah, that was fun.
Bro.
I hope you guys had fun.
That was so
Yeah.
much fun. This was the best. I got to murder again. It felt good.
Yeah. Good job, everyone.
Yeah,
We
great
did
job.
so
I
good.
like the ingenuity.
Teamwork.
This was actually pretty murder light, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was
we
murder
didn't-
light. Well, it would have been
Well,
murder.
and a half orc.
Aw, kitty cat.
It would have been murder heavier if you guys had not gone the stealthy route. The module was written expecting you
Assuming
to
murder hoboing.
expecting you to go fight, but it does have a little snippet for like if the party decides to be stealthy, they can do it this way.
I just don't know how you can kill all those people that were turned into animals.
Yeah, I mean they're
I feel so
victims.
bad about it.
Oh,
I mean,
Well, if you don't think things through and
some
don't
people
realize
don't think
what's
about
going on
those
first.
kinds of things.
right.
That's
And
true.
I mean, if you really want to be like technical, you could consider them just unconscious, and they would have thrown death saving throws.
Right.
So they could have
Mm.
potentially, come back and or become stabilized. So
That's fair,
Technically,
that's fair.
whoever drops them to 0 hit points has the option to just knock them out.
exactly, yeah,
So they're
you
not,
have
they're not actually
Yeah.
in danger
true,
of dying.
true. So if you really were concerned, you have the option to do non-lethal damage. So yeah, for a good party, you certainly could choose to do it that way.
They're
Oh,
animals.
boy.
You shouldn't kill animals.
I had
Yes,
fun,
says Vic.
but I gotta get up at 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, I also
so
gotta
have
work
done
tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. It was so
Oh, I
fun,
gotta
guys.
work tomorrow
thanks for the game.
too.
Yeah,
Bye,
thanks
bye.
for. I hope you
Have a
guys
good
had fun.
night.
I hope you had a good time. And
So
I'll
much
see you
fun.
guys another time.
We'll
Bye.
see you
Bye.
later. Goodbye, all.
Bye bye. Yes, thanks everybody for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed that one shot. I am TrueJudgment. I am one of the mods / players on this channel. All of our D&D stuff from here on out is going to be on this channel that you're on right now, not those nerds. So thank you all for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed that. I haven't gotten to DM on stream, at least not for quite a while. I can't remember the last time I did, if I have ever. I'm usually a player with Magrions as our DM, so this was a nice experience. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. And with that, I guess I'm going to get going. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you have a great night. And I will see you next time.